T minus 50 seconds. T minus 40 seconds. T minus 30 seconds. T minus 20 seconds. Ten, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
Shout out to Kopish.
Shout out to Kopish, guys.
Keep all the good work
the
up.
two legends, Emil Heskey, Howard Gill. Can't get much better than that, guys.
Yeah.
You know what to do now. Like, comment, subscribe. I'm with legends, guys.
Kopish.
Yes, lovely people. I hope you're well. Welcome back to another live match watch along. Aston Villa versus Liverpool, the second to last game of the 23-24 season, and we are going to be live covering every single second of the game. As always, guys, when we get behind the mic, please make sure you subscribe, comment, and like. Hope you're well, people. I can't lie, I've missed you guys. For anyone who doesn't know, I was away for a week, went to Jamaica with the family for a wedding as well to a close family friend. So yeah, not much of a rest out there, but feeling revitalized. Finally sorted out my hair and everything. Big up to Icon Barbers. Got a little tan going on as well, you know. But yeah, no, hope you're all well. Yeah, missed you guys. Missed Matt and Drift as well. But yeah, would I say I'm happy to be back? I wouldn't mind still being in Jamaica, I can't lie. But yeah, I'm happy to see you guys. And happy to be watching the Liverpool game. I didn't get to watch the Spurs game when I was out there. So I'm happy to be watching the Liverpool game. Am I worried about this game? Yes. Is it going to be a tough game? Absolutely. But this is what it is, innit? We know we won't finish any higher or any lower than where we are right now. So I wouldn't mind us having a game where we trial new things and do new things. Whether we do or not remains to be seen, but we'll see. I got a shout out to my man, Jamie Phillips, Football Chats. Go subscribe to Jamie's channel. I see Pimping the Stress in the building. Official AMD. Phantom Claws, I miss Jamaica as well. Cam J, Ali A, Adaj 3. Eric, John Conway, the legend. That is the legend. I see Sean in the building. 7 Force X. Elaine, big up yourself. Elias, Inda, Connor, the Red, Peter, Sahil, VDR Entertainment. If I haven't mentioned your name, it's because I can't scroll back too far. But big up everyone who's in here. Please do smash that like button. Shout out to yourself, Nisa. Shout out to yourself, Ibrahim. Why did I cut the hair? I've been thinking about doing it for a little while, to be honest. It's difficult for me to pin down time in my week to actually get my hair like plaited and stuff. And obviously you guys see me a lot on here with my hair just looking wild. Plus, I've been saying to my missus for the longest time I wanted to cut Stevie's hair as well. So I thought, let me just take the initiative, cut my hair so that Stevie wouldn't be a little bit worried about cutting his. He was over the moon that he cut his hair off. So Stevie's got short hair. I've got short hair. It's only Robbie and Alonso in the household, and obviously the missus with long hair. So yeah, it's feeling all right. Yeah, Jay, I'm definitely keeping the hair like this. There it goes. There it is. First one on the block, Kelvin Dembele. I knew it was happening. As soon as I cut my hair, I said to my barber, I'm going to get the Dembele stuff again. And here it is. Wouldn't put it past you guys for a sec. I'm sure there'll be more that come out the woodwork. You lot can't call me the Sassy anymore and all these others. So I'm sure you'll find other names for me. But now, big up yourselves. Gonna get the other screen up with the timer and everything, so just bear with me a moment, guys. Just gonna wait for the game to start and then go from there. I'm intrigued by this game. It's not going to be an easy game. if I'm not mistaken, Villa already fourth, right? Villa already captured fourth spot. So I don't think, apart from pride and just, not wanting to lose a game, and someone said Rude is his cousin, Hudson Odoi, Gravenberch. Big up yourself, Luke Tanner in the building. Got the Sanderson show and Luke Tanner and Jamie Phillips trifecta here. So big up those boys as well. Go and subscribe to Luke's channel as well. Right, game's kicked off, guys. I'm going to have that screen up for you very shortly. So just bear with me a moment. Gonna get the teams out as well. All right, just gonna make sure I get the timer right as well. Sorry, people. All right, you should see that in your screen shortly. Don't mind me, guys. Don't mind me. Elliot with the Salah back to Elliot. First time cross. Ooh, 1-0. We'll take it. We'll take it. Come on. We'll take it. Harvey Elliott with an impact again. 1-0. We'll take that all day. Not often you see a mistake from Martinez either of that magnitude, but once again, we'll take it. Could have done with this bloody luck about 6 weeks ago, couldn't we, boys and girls? What can you say, eh? What can you say? Once again, driving from midfield. I can't lie, no disrespect to Szoboszlai or anyone else. I wish Elliot had been starting more games over the past couple of weeks. I know that was a very lucky goal, but you just see his intent there and the fact that he's willing. He's a willing runner. He just uses his intelligence. Winslow says world-class goal. Jeez, I thought I was shameless, Winslow. You taking the crown, bro. I haven't even had a chance to tell you guys the team sheets. Big up Harvey Elliott, Mo Salah. I think, does that go down as a Martinez own goal or an Elliott goal? If anyone could let me know. Because I think that should be an Elliott goal. It technically was on target, right? But we know what these lot are like, so it probably won't. I think Elliott should get some credit there. And if that's the case, Salah registers another assist. Can't complain. One 0 to Liverpool if you just joined. It's either going to be a Martinez own goal or an Elliott goal. Big mistake by the goalkeeper. Salah on the ball again here. Salah steps inside. Oh, almost two. Liverpool looking menacing. Salah looking back to his old self. Him and Harvey Elliott are really linking up well on that side. All right, so I just read out the teams for you because I've not had a chance to do that with the start that we've made, etc. So in goal for us, Alisson Becker, corner ball in by Trent here. Elliott on the ball, steps inside. Calisu the first time cross. Gakpo headers over the bar. A little bit behind him, would have had to generate a lot of power there. Right, Alisson in goal. Right back, Trent, Kwanzaa, Virgil are the centre back pairing, and Joe Gomez left back. In midfield, Wataro, Endo at the base of midfield, McAllister left centre midfield, Elliott right centre midfield, and up top, Luis Diaz, Cody Gakpo, and Mo Salah. On the bench for Liverpool Football Club this evening is Kanate, Szoboszlai, Nunes, Jones, Simicas, Gravenberch, Spashetic, Kelleher, and Bradley. Again, guys, being completely open and honest with you, I don't know what's really been going on. Is Robbo injured? Is Robbo got an injury? If that's the case, what does that say for the state of Simicas' situation? That Gomez is the one that comes in. Not saying that Gomez doesn't deserve it, but I think it kind of speaks volumes as well. Liverpool playing without pressure and looking good, to be fair. Switch of play by Endo. Good, decent touch by Diaz. One-on-one with Konza there. Oh, thought Elliott could have hit that with the right foot. Oh, unlucky. Good defending. Very good defending there. Well played, Tillemans. McAllister on the ball here. Out to Salah. Salah's had a lot of the ball. Another good pass to McAllister. Thought McAllister could have maybe lifted that there. Salah does often have good joy against Luka Dean. Good play there. Nice, good composure. Big up yourself, Emil John in the building. If you haven't already, guys, please do smash that like button. Subscribe if you're new to the channel as well. On the road to 35,000 subs. Ooh. Vex Blazer, big up yourself. I don't think we're playing a 4-2-3-1. We're just playing a 4-3-3, but Elliott's just being very fluid in his play, not being so robotic and regimented in his style. Elias, my opinion about Julian Ward back at Liverpool, I'm good with it. I'm good with it. Look, I'm not one of these people who's sitting there going, Edwards is a god, he's faultless or anything like this. I still think Edwards has got a lot to prove. And I've said this, we've seen Klopp without Edwards and it hasn't been great, but we haven't seen Edwards without Klopp. So everyone's saying straight away it's going to be fine because we've got Edwards. Like, I need to see it work. Like, I'm good with Ward coming back. I'm good with all these people coming back and him employing these people. But at the same time, I don't want him just bringing people in who are his mates either. I wanted to get the best and right people for the job. Joe Gomez let Diaby pass him a little bit too easy there. I'm surprised Bailey didn't do better there.
Yes, Stu, what's going on?
What? I'm Rasta.
Right, I'm Virgin. I've been getting mad technical difficulty. So can you hear me? Can you see me? Is everything cool? Yeah.
You sound a little far away from the mic.
1 2 1 2 1 2. Is that better?
No, you. I don't know. You don't. Are you coming through the mic? Pause.
Let me check. I should be. I'm. What minute are you on as well, so bro?
I'm on 9:33, 4, 5. I'm
Oh,
ahead of
you're
you.
a whole minute. Oh, yeah, you're a whole minute ahead of me. Shit.
I'm a whole minute.
Yeah, I'm on 8:35.
All right, I'll pause when I get to 10 minutes.
Alright, cool. Let me see if I can figure out now. Does the mic sound better now?
That's a bit better.
What about now?
Yeah,
So, is it better? Yeah?
it's in and out.
How about now? 1 2 1 2 1 2.
Yeah, no, that's better.
That better, yeah.
Yeah.
Alright, cool. The mic is one of the things that has given me the most issue. Yeah. I missed the goal, bruv. Who scored?
Elliot, worldy, bruv. Unsavable.
From who?
Elliot took it on his right foot, just unsavable, bro. Like the goal, it's up there for contender of goal of the season. Like not just Liverpool, just goal of the season, full stop.
You having me on, aren't you?
Oh no, you need to do a countdown for me, you know, bro.
Oh, sorry.
You're gonna head in it.
Yeah, I'm on 10-10. I totally forgot about that. Sorry.
Tell me when you get to 10, 15, and then just count up for me, please.
17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27,
Yeah,
28,
all good.
29. Boom.
Yeah, no, the goal was a Martinez mistake. Good link up play with Elliot and Salah, but it was a mistake. That looked
Okay.
like a foul on Salah. Oh, it's offside. Oh, Diaz, what the hell was that?
Oh, wow.
Salah's in his bag today, man.
I
Oh, he'd
just
have been on, I
forgot.
think. What was Diaz doing?
Was he actually trying to cushion that down for Gakpo rather
Yeah,
than
it
going
looked
for
like
goal?
it. Take some responsibility, bro.
Just go for goal, bruv.
Full stack Mac. Too easy, Jero. Cha.
Of course they were going to score.
Flip's sake, man.
We're Liverpool. We don't know what clean sheets are. We shit the bed every day, bruv.
Take me back to yard, man. Couple of you lot saying I look revitalized and refreshed because I went watching Liverpool over there. That's why. Like,
Yeah, you do, to be fair.
bloody hell, man. What's Mac doing? Oh, Reds. Great
You know,
finish.
you see, even though obviously it is a good piece of skill, this is what I'm talking about, bro, when I say sometimes pace is just everything. Watkins didn't really do anything special to get past Kwanzaa there, but Kwanzaa didn't have the pace to keep up with him. Like pace just it just gains you advantages
I don't think that
that
was
you wouldn't
pace. I just
normally
think he
have.
outsmarted Kwanzaa there.
It was
He
no, it
didn't.
was just pace,
He
bro,
didn't.
because
He didn't burn
Kwanzaa
him.
stood him up. Yeah, but he had that yard of acceleration that Kwanzaa couldn't keep up with,
Yeah,
bro.
but that's what I'm saying. If Kwanzaa uses his smarts there, he steps across him because he knows that's where he's going effectively.
No, but I think Kwanzaa kind of did the right thing by keeping him on his left foot, bro. If I'm being honest, they always tell you take a player to the byline and keep him on his weak foot. He did it. He kept him on his left, and he took him to the byline. He just didn't have the pace to keep up with him, bro. Because if he'd have let him cut inside, Watkins cut inside, we would have said you never show someone on your good foot. So like he can't really win in that scenario,
I
really.
don't think that was a pace thing. I think that was he just outsmarted him with skill. If I'm going to be honest.
I think that was just a yard of pace because Kwanzaa's not really quick.
Kwanzaa's not slow, you know.
He's not slow, but Ollie Watkins is actually pretty quick. Like he ain't got nothing on Watkins. Watkins will definitely burn him in a race.
You might be shocked, you know.
Yeah, we always knew we were going to concede.
I was meant to say to you, Matt, as well. It was weird. Obviously, I know I jumped in for a little bit for the Monday night show last week, but that show was quality, man. You lot put on a great show. Really enjoyed watching and listening to that.
Yeah, big up, bro. You know, so much has gone on this week. I'm trying to even remember what we spoke about in that show.
We speak about right wingers like Elise and
Yes.
and
You know
Kudos.
what I'm a little disappointed on that goal as well is McAllister not doing a bit more to get himself in the way. Like I hate when players do that, turn away. You know that like I know
I've
it's
also
easy
got
to
to ask,
say
where was
sitting at
Trent?
home,
I've
but
also got to ask, where was Trent there as well?
I have no idea, bro. No idea. Oh,
Oh,
come on,
Joseph.
Jesus. The crazy thing is, bro, I'm not letting any of this bother me. This game means so little. It's unbelievable.
You still saying you taking Kudos over Elise?
For fitness purposes and availability purposes, yeah. For talent, no. Elise is a better talent than Kudos. It's just a shame.
I've got to debunk something here, you know. Everyone keeps on saying that Elise is injury prone. It's one of the biggest myths out there. And I'll use Luis Diaz as an example. Luis Diaz last season picked up 2 bad injuries back to back, effectively, right? But we'd never sit here and go, Luis Diaz is injury prone.
Yeah.
If you actually go back and look at Elise's injury record before this season, where he picked up the 2 injuries, it's pretty much very good. Kudos has actually had more injuries over the last 5 years than Elise has.
Yeah. I actually said this on one of the shows we're talking about, so you're bang on, bro. The problem is Elise hasn't had a long enough stretch to prove whether he can get over the knee injury and get back
It
to
wasn't his
where he
hamstring,
was.
bro. It wasn't knee, it was hamstring.
Oh, was it hamstring? Whatever the injury was, he spent like 200 days in total or something injured. Since it first happened, some crazy because I remember looking and seeing that I couldn't believe how high the number was. So it's more about him proving that he's over it. So you're right. I wouldn't call him injury prone, but you got to worry about the injury, as in like, is he going to get back to normal again?
I think he's showing it at the moment.
So, but give me
I've
one
got to shout
second.
my boy Andre Roberts. Like, he's been talking about Elise for probably about over a year now. Elise for me is the absolute truth, man. Out it goes, boys. Runner. If you're just joining us, Aston Villa 1, Liverpool 1, an own goal, courtesy of Martinez. Oh, Diaz, man. Come on, bro. You can see how frustrated Salah is there. That's a basic pass, man. You just pass into space there, just not with too much power. And then an equalizer by Yuri Tillemans. A little bit too obvious that switch of play. Why do we look so disjointed? The midfield's so far from the attack there. Even if Salah picks up the ball there, what's he got to work with? Let's see what you got, Mac. Mac. It's offside. I thought it would have been offside. Overlap him, Joey. Well done. Oh my good referee. Well played, Kwanzaa. Well done, Virgil. Should have been our throwing, I believe. Good start to the game for neutrals, I suppose. I want to get a feel of the feeling in the chat, guys. Again, I think everyone knows what I'm like. I want to win every game, whether it be pre-season or a competitive game like this where there's 3 points at stake. But obviously, Drifts has also said that he's not really bothered as such like that about this game. Would love to know your thoughts. Where do you stand on this game? Because I want 3 points. I want us to end the season strong, have a bit of momentum going into pre-season and next season. Or am I just being a spoiled brat? Let me know where you guys sit on this. Lakers says couldn't give it S. Williamson not bothered, don't care. So it's just me. I know Eagle versus Shark. D&J. Yeah. You know, it's kind of split, to be honest. It's kind of split. I do want to win this game. I'm not going to lie to you guys. I do want to win it. I'm not going to sit here and lie. I want 3 points. Well done by Salah winning it back. Oh, never a foul. Never referee. Oh, I've got to do better there. Good ball. Well played, Cody. Good link-up play. Cody making a move there. Joey Gomez is there. Well played. Well played. There we go. Good goal. Good goal. Well done, Cody Gakpo, as well. The moment he played that pass to Salah, he sprinted in the box. That is excellent centre forward play. I know, again, it's just a tap in, and people are going to be like, it's just a tap in. Can't look at the moment he gets the ball here, pops it off, head down, sprinting into the box. Draws a defender, opens up space for someone else. Diaz, Joey, great overlap. Onside. Shot onside. And a goal. When football is simplified, it is so bloody good.
He looks offside. He looks offside, though.
He's got to be. He's definitely on.
Oh, I thought the first phase. That phase there, but he looks off, bro.
Yeah, no, he's off there, but that doesn't matter because Gomez doesn't pass it straight away, unless they're trying to check if Gomez is offside.
Yeah, bruv, it's Gomez, bruv. They're looking whether Gomez is offside, bro. Gomez is offside. Look, yeah, Gomez is off, bro.
Oh,
it's not gonna count.
Wow, I love to fasten people's business all the time, man.
I mean, the defender in the middle could possibly be playing him on. Possibly.
Joey looks on to me. I can't lie. Why are they zooming
Nah.
in on him? Just draw the line, man. Joey's onside, man. Where's the line? Bro, where? Just draw the line. I don't know why we're doing this zooming in and zooming out stuff. Like, why do you zoom? What is going on? Draw the line. He's onside, man. It's got to be onside. Goodness me, what is this? 8 minutes is taken to give the goal. What is going on?
Sorry, but my headphones. I'm trying.
Oh, is it Coot in VAR, innit? Should have known. Your brother's probably he's probably doctoring the image as we speak.
It's man like Coot, is it?
There we go. Thank you. He's on, man. He's on.
If only some of those decisions had fallen for us during the time when it mattered.
Every game matters, Drew.
Yeah, I'll let you. There's only 2 games left. I'll let you have that.
That's so condescending. Go on. All right, little buddy. Go on then, little buddy. When you put someone in a headlock, oh, little buddy, go on then. Okay, if you say so, Santa's real, little buddy. 2-1 Liverpool, people.
Do you know what? At least we've actually played way better than I thought we would have.
Shall I tell you what this does question though?
Go on, say exactly what I was going to say at halftime. Just say it. Let's just do it, bro.
It questions the mentality because we're playing without any pressure.
I wasn't going to use the word mentality, but what I was going to say is, how mad is it that all of a sudden we're back to playing well when there's no need to play well? And then I was going to ask you, do you think it is because we've had an extra week off? Because remember, recently we've had more rest than we've ever had this season, and we do look fresher for it. Or do you think it is the pressure's off now, so everybody is like playing with freedom?
Maybe there's elements of that as well, but I'd say it's mainly the pressure being off.
You know why I don't think it's pressure, bro? And I could be being naive here, so pull me up if you think I am. When I look at the way we performed in January, February, and March, when I look at the fact that we had all those injuries and we were playing and we're still winning games and we're playing with confidence and we were going above and beyond what needed to be done. The fact that we're top of the league at the beginning of April, if I'm not mistaken, we were actually top of the league at the beginning of April.
Oh, sorry. What on earth is that a foul for?
Yeah. We know these refs. And we won a trophy during that time. I don't think these players have an issue with mentality. I think they're emotionally and physically drained, bro. That's what I think it was.
I think there's an element of that as well, but I do think there's an element of mentality in there as well, Drew.
But wouldn't that mentality have cracked months ago? If it was a mentality thing, we wouldn't even have been able to win that trophy, keep the run going right up until the 30.
I don't think there was any pressure because we had so many injuries and everything going into that cup final. I actually don't think there was any pressure on us that day. There was more pressure on Chelsea.
There was, Cal, because we were still a team that couldn't lose to that poor run. Remember, Chelsea's form at that point was so bad. Like, we couldn't lose to Chelsea the way they were playing at that time. Do you know what I mean?
No, but the pressure was more on Chelsea, though, because they spent how much on their squad? We had a bag of injuries or suspensions or whatever it was. We had kids on the bench. The pressure was off. We didn't have pressure as much as Chelsea did. If we had our full strength team, then the pressure's fully on us.
All right, here's the thing. Let's go with the premise that what you're saying is true in terms of there was more pressure on Chelsea than us. Would you not still say trying to win a cup final is still pressure regardless, though?
No, it is. I'm just saying there's not as much pressure on us as there was on Chelsea, in my opinion.
But would you say there's more pressure in Crystal Palace at home in the league than there is in the Wembley Cup final?
Yes, because we expected to win that game, and we needed to win that game to stay in the title race. So you see that Man United game, that for me, that was a mentality thing. That's when the mentality started cracking, and then we just went on a spiral from there.
I don't know. It could be true, but I look at how many times we dealt with pressure this season, and I think it can't be pressure. Obviously, pressure plays a part, of course it does. But I would probably say the pressure was about maybe 25% of what happened. I think it was emotional and physical exhaustion. That's what I think it was.
Diaz all right there.
I watched this team be mentality monsters right up until the first week of April. I can't believe all of a sudden it was just mentality while we fell apart in games that weren't even that difficult. Like Crystal Palace at home. Crystal Palace are playing better now, but that's not a difficult game.
Drift, I'm with you on that. Hence why we were so furious at the end of that stream and at the end of that game. But it was a pressure game, innit? It was a game that would have said, oh, we need to bounce back. We just drew against Man United. We need to bounce back, send a statement. Come on, Cody, not there, bro.
But the
Come on,
funny thing
stronger
is,
than
when
that.
we lost the FA Cup game a few weeks before, we bounced back brilliantly with a double win against Brighton and Sheffield. So we showed we had the mentality, and that was still the title race. It was like the 30th game of the season at that point. You're right at the business end. It wasn't like, you know what I mean? And Brighton are a better team than Palace. So we dealt with. I don't know. It's tough trying to figure it out. That's a good ball
Do you
in
know
though.
what? Maybe we're both being a bit too simplistic in our approach. Maybe there's just more variables than what we like. The tactics didn't help, injuries didn't help, pressure, I think, got to us. Like, I think it's
Yeah,
simplistic for us to say just one thing in it. There was a variety of things there, but I don't think we helped ourselves either.
yeah, you're right. It's probably a combination of maybe 4 or 5 things rather than just one thing. That's football, though, isn't it?
It is. It is. It's just annoying because I look at this league, and this league was very winnable for us.
Oh,
Even
without a doubt. Without a doubt. And then you
very
look at the
win-
situation now, bro, and you look at the fact that if we had have beaten Crystal Palace and Everton, which is the 2 games we should have never lost, obviously we don't know how this game will end now, and the pressure does make things different. But we beat Tottenham, which was probably the harder game out of all the games we had left. And then this was the second hardest game, and we're currently winning. You think, Palace and Everton, you've just got to beat Palace and Everton, and we're still in the race.
well, really, we should have beaten Man United as well, bro.
Yeah. I mean, even West Ham. We should have beaten West Ham.
Here's the thing: I can actually live with the West Ham one more than the Man United one.
I don't know, you know, bro, because with 10 minutes to go and you're winning, yeah, it's a tough one, isn't it? It's a tough one. Man United are toilet water, though. Oh my God. But like always, they were more up for our game, you know what I mean?
And that's the
And to be
mentality
fair
thing,
to
I
them,
do.
they did have way more injuries in that Arsenal game than they had against us. Ah, Trent.
Trent, man.
I know McGinn is a good player, but he shouldn't be dumpsing you, though. Nah, he's
No
gone for
foul.
that. He's played for that. Nah, ref. He's played for that. That's not a foul. I'm gonna say something crazy, Cal. Well played, ref.
You might not say it again.
Like yeah, that was well played. He actually
Yeah.
realized he played for the foul and he gave it to us. That's well played because McGinn blatantly just dived there to try and win the foul. But you know what? It's easy for referees to not be horrible to us now because there's nothing to play for, isn't it?
Yeah. Oh, it's not a foul. Come on, man. You actually know when players are hurt and when they're not just by the way they hold their leg, or you actually know. You can just see it.
Yeah, yeah, you can. You definitely and if you've played football, you know the difference between the
You
pain that
know.
actually means that you need someone to come and give you
Yeah.
treatment or like, this is not like, this is, you know what I mean? Like, there's a difference between walking to the toilet and bumping your shoulder on the door frame or bucking your little toe on the door. There's a difference, bro, in the pain that you're gonna
bro,
receive. You know what I'm saying?
I did that in Jamaica, bro. I don't know what hit my toe. Whatever it was felt like it came from Thor, bro. It was a mazza. I couldn't even look at my foot. I thought my foot was gone.
Bro, there's nothing more scary than being worried about if I take my sock off, is A, they're going to be blood, and B, is my little toe still going to be attached?
Yeah. No, oh no. Mine was more, oh, the toe might not be there. I don't mind. If it's bleeding, I don't mind. I can live with that. But if the toe's not there, if the toe's not where it's meant to be, nah.
That's not the one, bro. That is not the one. Smash a like, people. We've nearly got 850 viewing here. Big up yourselves each and every time.
Ball in from again.
That was a good ball. Well defended.
Joey, bro, what are you doing?
But the referee's letting them like.
Oh.
How on earth did they miss that?
Oh,
wow.
I don't actually know who that is. Who's that?
Carlos, Diego Carlos.
Oh, is that Carlos? To be fair to him, he's a centre back, innit?
I don't care where you play on the pitch, bro.
He couldn't sort his feet out quick enough because he's a defender, bro. He's not used to trying to look at his feet. Watch Carlos's feet.
He pushed Watkins out of the way, bro.
That's the worst miss of the season.
I'm gonna be real. That is sensational defending, you know.
That's the worst miss of the season.
Got in front of the striker.
Oh, Diaz, don't take liberties like that, bro. Oh, lovely. Unlucky. Yeah, well, to be fair, Carlos is a good defender, bro. So he did his job.
No, come on, ref, man. Doesn't even need a talking to. Oh no, that is a naughty one. My bad, ref. My bad, Konza.
Oh, that is a naughty one. Yeah. Did he get a yellow for that?
Nah, he could have though.
I think the reason he didn't give a yellow maybe is because the intent was completely innocent, but a yellow, I wouldn't have complained at a yellow there.
Nah, me neither. Did you see the goal, Matt?
I've only seen
look at the triangle.
The second goal. I haven't seen the first goal.
Or Elliot's goal.
When I checked the thing, it said Martinez's own goal.
Yeah, it's a weird one because he's hit from about 30, so he hit it from about 35 yards. Yeah, he's crashed off the post, but he's hit Martinez and gone in. But really, I think they should have given it to Elliot. Bruv,
where did Elliot shoot from?
About 35 yards. Right foot as well, just half volley,
right foot.
Oh, McAllister, why'd you shoot, bro?
Yeah, bro. From about here, Elliot here, just right foot, half volley, bro.
Wow.
Mazza.
I need to see that. When it gets to halftime, I need to see that car.
Yeah,
right foot, Elliot, bro, you know.
Bro, Elliot's the truth at the moment.
So what we're saying, Elliot's doing what Sobo should be doing, yeah? That's what we're saying.
Bro, it looked like John Arnorisa hit the shot. Big up Bruno. It was a Mazza. What for?
You was right, Cal. I said good, well played.
I told you said it too early, bruv.
Yeah, I did.
Oh, Elliot.
No. To be fair, that was actually dumb from Elliot. He knew doing that was going to get
Harvey. Man just went on and done a world-class goal to do that, you know.
Yeah, that was childish petulance there.
I don't know if you guys caught. Oh, jeez. Was that Endo that got muscled off like that? Trent, man, Fix up, Trent, man, on a real, bro.
Weak.
No, it's not even weak, man. He don't care.
He doesn't care about defending.
He doesn't care, bro. Do you know what he
But
does?
when he had the second chance, though.
Do you know how he defends?
Okay, man.
He defends like you do with your kids at the park, where you go in and make them think you're gonna tackle them, but you're not.
Speak for yourself, Drift. Stevie, you think Stevie's dribbling me at 4 years old, bro? You're mad.
You gotta give him a confidence boost, bro.
I will crunch that little bambino in a heartbeat, bro. Do not get it twisted. No way is he dribbling me.
Oh man. You do it old school like my dad used to, where you can hear the keys jingling in his pocket.
Mine, I can't remember. Yeah, 24, 35.
You remember playing football at the park with someone's dad, and the keys would always be in the pocket jingling, bro. Do you know what it is? My dad used to have that thing that clipped onto the belt hoop. You know, on your jeans.
What,
do you remember?
the chain thing?
No, do you remember like it was like you pulled the thing down and like clipped it in, and then it had the key ring on it. So it was like it just sat right by the pocket. Old school. Yeah, the keys would be jingling.
Is everyone now on board with me that we don't want to see Trent at right back anymore?
Oh,
I'll be honest
100%.
with you, bro. Currently, I don't want to see him in the team.
Do you know what, Drift? There's a conversation to be had, you know. People aren't gonna like it.
Till he fixes up his attitude. You can't just be one of the greatest players of your generation. You have to have the attitude to go with it.
Well, played McAllister.
Played Matt.
Thank you,
Ref.
Ref.
And the crazy thing is, Cal, one of the videos that you did miss was me showing Matt the top end footage against Everton.
Don't.
Yeah, I'm not forgiving him for that until the season's over.
Moving flaky at the moment, man.
Hold on. When did they score their goal?
Watkins pulled it back for Tillemans.
Let me guess. It was straight after our goal or something.
Not straight
It wasn't actually. About 20 minutes afterwards, I think. Because our goal was like the first minute of the game.
The first couple of minutes, because
Okay, I just see it now. So it says Martinez. Tillemans scored. Apparently, Tillemans scored, according to Sky Sports, 10 minutes after we scored.
Oh, it felt longer than 10 minutes.
Way longer than 10 minutes.
We scored in the second minute. He scored in the 12th, apparently, according to Sky Sports. Oh, good effort.
He doesn't look like he gives a damn at the moment, does he?
No, he really doesn't, bro. He
really
doesn't. He really doesn't.
Not good enough, man.
Yeah. Should I just rip the band-aid off?
Yeah, go on.
Trent can go in the midfield rotation, you know.
But I said the rotation.
Until he proves himself that he's an automatic starter in midfield, he can go in the rotation.
Oh, my days. Commentators curse, Cal.
I'm happy that didn't go in. Still.
That's the guy you wanted to sign, isn't it, Cal?
Right.
Is that his name? Is it? Have I got the right guy?
No, that's sick, man. I rate that still.
No. Genuine question. Was that the guy you were saying? The right winger to replace that? That brother.
Not even back a whole first half, you know.
I'm just saying. That's the guy, innit? I'm just saying.
Yeah, it was. That's my guy still.
Nah. Listen, he's better than that. I know he's better than that. We just got lucky that he, for whatever reason, he frustrated.
Good play.
He's thrashed at it.
Man. No,
referee, man.
God, I'm gonna be real. Gakpo can't be getting muscled about like that either. There's a big ute, you know. Gakpo's not small.
Was that a foul though?
Nah, man, you gotta be stronger than that. I never ever saw Tevez get barged to the ground like that. Never.
No, but Tevez
big
is
for nothing.
We cannot compare Tevez to
No, but that's
Haaland.
my point. It's the attitude. Tevez is about
It's not the
5'2",
attitude, no,
bro.
but Tevez is built different to Gakpo.
Yeah, but he's about 5'2", bro. All right, Aguero. I've never seen
Oh,
Aguero get
well
past
done,
him.
Elliot.
Yeah, that's true. But even Aguero, though, them man are come on.
Diaz is timid there, man. Diaz is timid
but
there.
do you want to know something? Diaz is moving like he's tired.
He might be tired, bro. He's had a long season.
You can't be tired at half time, though.
No, but the
The,
fatigue at this
the
point
manager
isn't
can't
about
pick you
the
and then you
game.
look tired after 44 minutes because that's a howler.
Bro, Diaz has done more running than anyone else in the front line in this last, say, 8
Diaz
to 10
has
games.
also had to tend to family issues, so he's probably hasn't played as much minutes as some of the other players.
No, he
You know
has.
what I'm saying?
Man.
Nah, bro, you'll be surprised how many minutes.
What minutes-wise, he's played more than Salah, Nunez, and Gakpo.
100%, bro. You're not gonna. I'm gonna do a video on the Nunes thing to just end it all and then not speak about it again. Nunes has actually played less minutes than all of our forwards. His appearances are more, but a lot of them are substitutes. He's actually played less minutes than all of our forwards.
If
That's
it would be the last.
Come on, Salah's right there.
Look at Salah.
Look
Salah's
up.
burning rubber.
Oh, what's that, man?
Yeah,
Come on, man.
Yeah. That's got nothing to do with tiredness. That's a shocking pass.
Salah's fed up, bro. Look at him. He's fed up.
Salah's like, if that was Mane, that's on the money. If that was Firmino, that's on the money.
Look at him. He's fed up, bro. Look at him. He's absolutely
He's
disgusting.
just like, I can't deal with
No,
this.
but I've got to be honest with you. As poor as the pass was, why didn't Salah still try and make something happen afterwards? Like, why did he just?
Bro, watch again.
Like,
This is about
terrible,
pass.
bro. No, that's a terrible.
It's overhit the pass.
now.
But what's he got to do? What else can he do? Look how many people are around him, bro.
No, but it was so obvious if I was going to close him down, shield it, pass it to Elliot, keep the move going. Like, why pass it back?
Salah's
to
fed up,
Diaz?
bro. We better sign some real quality in the summer or Salah's going to bounce.
100%.
Salah ain't doing another season with Diaz and Nunes. He ain't doing it.
Do you know what? Salah ran from his own half to get a pass like that. That's a basic pass, you know.
I think the pass was shocking. Don't get me wrong, but I still think Salah could have kept the move alive. I don't know what he did.
If that was Leon Bailey that did that, oh,
I'm not saying nothing. Hey, Cal, I know you're on mute, so I'll wait for you to come back. That's some people's right wing. I know Cal can't respond right now as he's talking to the youths.
Good football.
Let's go.
Good football. Good football.
That's a good ball.
There was no need for that.
No, Gakpo. The ball was crap. Gakpo was in a great position though. The ball was just crap.
I still think you should have kept it more simple there, man.
Quickly say that then. Say, well, go on.
Wow, go on. Did you have a good time on holiday? Did you have a nice time in Jamaica?
Yeah. Irish judge. Say Irish judge. Can I have a bite? Can I have a bite? No, not a kiss. Can I have a bite of your food? Like, what a kiss. Can I have some of your food?
Yes, no, man. What I'm doing?
Like you don't understand.
And then what happened to this brother here, man?
Can I have some?
Now, when he puts you in a nursing home,
I said, put in a nursing home.
You go back in there.
you know you got to be nicer to your son because we already don't look after pups as it is, bro.
No, we're not coming in.
Oh my God, what a foul!
That's what I'm saying. Bro, Gakpo didn't need to be stronger there. That was just a blatant elbow to the chest. What's the McGinn talking about? How you gonna throw your weight about and then when someone throws their weight about towards you, you start moaning?
Now, Erhan just asked, is that the same youth that you're gonna fly in with a slide tackle at the park with?
No, that's the younger one. Stevie, I'm going full force. If there's a 50-50 there with me and Stevie, better believe I'm taking everything. I'm taking everything. Absolutely everything.
He's just about waist height, you know. A man's gonna clean him up.
Make sure your touch is better than, innit?
He's
Like-
literally half your size, like
No.
to scale. Maybe
Yeah,
even
if I
less.
don't
than
teach him
half
a
your
lesson, a
size.
stranger will, innit? At least I'm doing it with love.
Is that what you call it?
Yeah, I do, Drew. It's love, bro. Yo, hold on. You gonna tell me you didn't do that to your brother, nah?
Oh, that was different. Bro.
Oh.
No, that
What are
was
you saying,
different.
Matt?
Bro. That
You
was
didn't. You
different.
didn't go. You didn't tackle your brother hard when you play football, now, Matt. No. Oh, crickets. Crickets now.
No. But the difference is, bro,
Everybody's a bad guy until you
No.
point the gun
I'm gonna
at
be
them,
real.
innit?
That was a different generation, bro. That's what I'm saying.
Oh, yeah.
That was total 90s era. I don't. You're in the different era, fam. You're in the Predator
that man never
era.
had numbers they could pull to get you in
You're in
trouble.
the Predator era. I was in the total 90s era, so it's a bit different still. Yeah.
If Matt did it to his brother, it would be bullying because the age gap is big. But there's only 4 years between me and my brother, so that's just how the game goes, man.
Odie, man.
Bro. To you and your brother are literally like,
Yeah, like you're 3 times
bang!
older than your brother than I am, so like that would
3
be bullying.
times? No, not 3 times, bro.
Isn't Josh 12 years younger than you?
No.
3 times in terms of
No.
age gap.
I thought Josh was
He's
12
not
years
3
younger
times
than you.
older than his brother.
You got to leave man's government out. Still drift. You know what I mean?
Oh, my bad.
Make a move.
But yeah, no, it's not 12 years.
Oh
Go!
my goodness.
That's got to be offside.
Even if that's offside, that's miss of the season.
No, that is missed the season. In fact,
You know what? You've got to ask Cody where his game intelligence is to not make that pass as well. He was so blatantly offside.
That is crazy. How Salah? I know Salah's reaching, but
Salah
still,
can't even moan at them, man, for bad passes when you're doing stuff like that. I
Nah,
can't even
he
lie.
really can't, bro.
You know when you said that he will be thinking, you lot better fix up because I ain't being here next season. I was actually gonna say the second half of the season for Salah's been so bad. He can't call no one out, bro. I know he's a legend, but he can't call no one out. He stunk the place up more than almost
I'm gonna be
everyone
real
in our
All right, now
front.
here's why I say I
He
feel
can
like
still
he
call out
can, but
Nunes
he
and
can't.
Diaz. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah,
No,
it is,
he
yeah?
hasn't performed better than
No,
Diaz.
For Liverpool
no way.
standards, he's been for his own
No way.
for his own standards, he's been abysmal. The other two haven't done enough, in my opinion. I mean, they can have a go at him and be like, yeah, of course, you can be like, bro,
January.
you got no, of course, you got better chances. But what I'm saying is, though,
Nah, come on, man.
even though but bro, hear what I'm saying. Salah for Liverpool has always been a talisman. In big games, he's been a talisman at times, not all the time, but at times, right? The other two haven't even been there yet. They can have a go at him, but they can't really have a go at him.
We're not
Do you know what I'm
talking
saying?
about the past. We're just talking about the second half of the season. In the second half of the season, Diaz has been way better than Salah. So Salah can't shout at Diaz.
Diaz,
We're not talking about career. We're just talking about the second half.
Can I be honest with you? Diaz has had more endeavor and probably played a little bit better. But I wouldn't go to say Diaz has been like so amazing where he can say to the other guy, "Shut up," if that makes sense. He can say to you, man, like, "Oh, you man got improved," but
yeah, I'm not saying that. But he's definitely had a better second half of the season than Mo has.
Oh
100%.
yeah, Diaz has. But again, Diaz for all the ability that he has.
Is Eze wearing a top that says clutch? That's my brother there, you know. That's who we need to go and get. Cal, I was talking to Matt about this. Any serious club just goes and drops 120 on Palace and takes both. Any serious club, bro, just goes and takes both. That's it.
I agree with both of you in terms of what you're saying, because Eze can play on the left, but you're right, Drift. He can play on the left, but I also agree with Matt in the sense of I don't want to buy a player and not play them in the position where they're best at. And I know I'm being a little contradictory here because I say I want Musiala to be left winger, but I think Musiala would do left wing a lot better than Eze would.
Ooh,
Yes,
I
because
don't
he's
know
more
about that.
dynamic.
No.
No, he would. He would.
SA is sick, but
He's more
Musiala's
dynamic.
his dribbling is
Musiala's more dynamic,
crazy.
and I think his dribbling is better than Eze. As good as Eze is at dribbling. But I think Musiala being so dynamic, yeah, you can get away with it. Eze, you'd have to do a little bit of that kind of Coutinho-esque thing, like, if
Yeah.
that makes sense.
I tell you one thing, Cal. I'd move heaven and earth for Liverpool to sign Musiala. That's for damn sure.
Yeah.
That's
Would I
the
own it,
game
though? That's the
changer that we
question.
need. You see,
Would I-
you see a statement, yeah, that like Mbappe's the ultimate statement, right? In football. So Real Madrid are about to prove they are the biggest club in the world. I think outside of Mbappe, Musiala is probably top 3 statement signing. So if you go and get him, you're stamping your
Ooh, I wouldn't
authority
go as
on
far as saying top 3.
him. Who would you say are free signings without Mbappe? Don't include Mbappe. 3 signings that are more statement like than signing Musiala.
I'd say Haaland, Vinicius, Bellingham. I know he's badly off form. Trent would be a statement signing as well.
Well, Haaland's not going anywhere. I mean, like players who can be, but like Haaland's not going anywhere. Vinny ain't going anywhere. Like I mean, like players that you can go and get now. Like you're right, some of those players probably are, but those players aren't going anywhere. City and Real Madrid ain't letting their man go. Like out of the players that's like available that you could put in a bid and get them. Who would be more of a statement than Musiala, really?
No, you might be right there.
You're talking realism or unrealistic?
No, like Cal's right. Vinny is more of a statement. Haaland is more of a statement, but those men ain't going nowhere. Their man are cemented at their clubs. So I'm talking about the players that you could go and get. Liverpool right now, what we could do to make a statement in this window outside of Mbappe, because he's obviously going to Real Madrid. I think he would be like Liverpool are about that life. I think Musiala will be that signing that will say Liverpool are about that life. They
He'll
are
be
about
definitely top 3 because I can't even think of another 2.
that's
Another
what I'm
person, but I
saying.
don't think he'll be as high. Would be Rodrigo. You know me and my agenda for Rodrigo. I want Rodrigo
Florian
to
Wirtz.
replace
A couple
Diaz.
people in the chat saying Florian Wirtz as well.
You know what?
Kopish.
I rate
Owen
Wirtz
Wirtz
highly.
is right, but he's not better than Musiala though.
But they're
No,
different.
he's not.
Nah, he's not. He's not. They're different players, but they're not. He's not. But
You see, if you said to me Musiala and Elise for the attack,
Musiala and Rodrigo for me.
I'm not sold on the Rodrigo thing, you know.
Nah, bro, I've been sold from time.
Obviously, he's a brilliant player, but
Rodrigo
would you rather
cold.
Rodrigo right wing than Elise, man?
We've
Right
been-
wing. I'm not
no,
saying
he
he's not a
doesn't- he
better
doesn't
player,
rate
but
Elise.
right
No,
wing.
so for me, Rodrigo's all right. So
He
here's
doesn't
I'm
rate
looking.
Elise,
Here's what I'm
remember?
saying. What Rodrigo's saying. I think Rodrigo in big games has shown he's about her life. Elise, obviously, this is his breakout season. Let's keep it a buck. Because I've always said about Elise, very, very good technically, but has he got end product? It's the first season for me that he's shown he's got end product. Another thing as well, availability. Let's keep it a buck. I think he's only had 18 starts or appearances in the Prem.
Season. But I wanted to speak about this because I know you and Drift were touching on this.
Yeah.
Everyone keeps on calling him injury prone. This is his first season where he's actually had 2 injuries, and the first injury he was actually rushed back from. If you actually look at Kudus, who everyone's lording over at the moment, Kudus has got less goals and assists than him.
Yeah.
Plays in a better team than him.
Yeah.
Hasn't had as many injuries as him this season. But over the course of the last 4 or 5 years, he's had more injuries than Elise. Elise's only had 1 season of injuries. It's like people calling Luis Diaz injury prone because Luis Diaz had that injury-ridden season last season. One bad season of injuries doesn't, in my opinion, make you injury prone. And I think that's what he's being painted with, which I think is very crazy. When you actually look at his overall injury record, it's actually pretty good.
Here's what I'm saying about Michael Elise. I'm not trying to do the whole, because I said earlier, I don't rate him as highly as you, man. Because you, man, rate him highly. I think he's very, very talented. However, one thing I was going to say is this. The way how the 2 teams play, Kudus is more your phase 2 build up, how West Ham use him. He's not seen as a Bowen who they like to use as like their phase 3 and then Antonio and bang. It's them 2. So if you're talking about getting into the most dangerous positions, you would say it's a Bowen and a and an Antonio, whereas Kudus is used to link up play. Michael Elise at Crystal Palace, it's him, Eze, and Mateta. It's like that trio there are what you get with Palace, and they are like the free gunman, how you would say it, right? I feel like if Kudus was used more as, say, a Salah-esque type player, where he's a bit more not in the periphery, but like the dog work that he does at West Ham, I feel like it's overshadowed as well, in my opinion.
True.
That's why I don't think the stats even correlate. And I want to say this as well. Let's forget stats here.
Elise does do the dog work as well, though, you know, bro.
No, but I don't think Elise does the dog work as much as Kudus, though.
No, absolutely right. Absolutely right. I agree. With
Not
that.
saying Elise can't, but what I'm gonna say is, I think Kudus is he's a bit more powerful. I just feel like he's a bit more durable, although he's had the more injury. Sounds silly. Whereas I feel like Elise.
No, I hear that as well.
Yeah,
but
Elise,
AFCON's another factor as well, bro.
That's that's true. It's weird, you know, because I'll be honest with you. When this gets announced, the slot news, which I'm expecting to be at least at the end of the season,
any second now, isn't it?
It's interesting to see because he wants his one-on-one, he wants his winger to be one-on-one dynamic, and that is Elise and Kudus. I'd even say arguably.
I'm going Elise better there, you know.
You know what? No, Jody. No, do you know what it is?
Elise better there, you know.
Can I say this though?
Yeah.
I rate Elise highly, and maybe people will say, "Matt, this is a cop out." I haven't seen Elise in the European. I've only seen him at Palace.
No, that's fair. That's a fair thing to say. Absolutely.
I'm not trying to say he can't do it, by the way, because you know when
but we didn't see Mane. We didn't see Mane in Europe before we signed him either.
No, but you know, so it sounds crazy. When I saw Mane, I kind of just thought, I already know. With Elise,
that's how I feel about Elise, bro.
Oh, fair play. But do you know what it is as well? It's gonna sound crazy. I know I'm very one-footed, I'm left-footed, and I always praise players that can be a bit ambidextrous. Bruv, Kudus, in my opinion, can shift it to his right and do something. I don't think Elise can, or do you think he can, in your opinion? Because I'm not too sure.
So I think Kudus' right foot is better than Elise's. But I think Elise
and it makes him less unpredictable.
See, you say that, but the reason why I say Elise is more unpredictable is because Elise for me is a better shooter from range. I think Elise he's more creative as well. So you don't know if he's going to come in and shoot, or he's going to come in and do a reverse pass. He can also go to a byline as well. He can stand his man up and beat a man and go to the byline.
This is where I give Elise credit. He has more of the pace control like a Hazard. So he can sprint and he can slow down. Kudus is a bit more.
He's a machine, innit?
Yeah, just go forward, bang, bang.
Yeah,
so that's one thing I will say. Elise's better. Elise's got better pace control. He knows how to stop on a dime. Yeah. But I'm gonna be real. If we get Eva, listen, we're good. I just need Elise though to show that he isn't injury prone, like you said, and that in a Liverpool team where the expectation goes up a level, can you handle that? Because even now I can say the same thing to Kudus. Kudus, this is his first season, remember, and I think he's had a pretty decent season.
No, he has. He's had a good season.
And for how West Ham use him as well, bro. Remember, they use Bowen like how they use Salah. Remember, Kudus plays on the left, you know, Cal.
Yes, that's another thing as well. He does.
Which goes against him a little bit as well. Yeah.
Very interesting. I'll be very interested to see what we do. I'll be very shocked if we don't get a right winner.
I think we should do a video on that, you know.
100%. 100%. I'm down for that.
We'll do that.
Guys, if you haven't already, smash that like button, subscribe if you're new to the channel. Liverpool 2, Aston Villa 1 at halftime. Goals from I'm not gonna lie, I kind of did tell you a little porcupine. Elliott's was he just crossed the ball in, but Martinez lost control of it and it went in.
Shut up. Bro, I was waiting for this. You should have said that.
I did the same. I did the same thing.
I can't wait for Matt to see the 35-yarder, and I was like, I can't wait, bro.
I did you dirty. That's my bad.
So it weren't no 35-yarder.
No. It was about 7 yards, bro. Tillemans took his goal very well, and
I did see that goal.
That Gakpo's obviously goal we saw. So
I think the same things are always the same. Liverpool defensively, bro. I spoke about with big up Beijing Bars and Kojo in the last show.
Big up.
We basically said the structure of our defense is just abysmal. And in terms of transitions, bro, our transitions have never been good. I don't know. I saw the goal from Tielemans, but I didn't see how it was scored, if that makes sense. So I saw Tielemans take the goal, but
yeah. So Trent
I
was
didn't
in
see
no
the
man's
build-up.
land. Watkins stood up Kwanzaa, and Kwanzaa just didn't read what he was going to do. Edge of the box, no one's there to get close to Tielemans. McAllister kind of cowers out of blocking the shot. Alisson can't do anything about the goal. It was just, it's very amateur looking when you watch it back and see it. It's very amateur looking. What,
Yeah.
you know, a question I wanted to ask both of you before the second half starts. Gakpo's doing this, and big up Gunali in the chat, big up yourself, bro. Gakpo, I feel, is doing exactly what he did towards the end of last season, having a very strong finish this season. I've not kind of been, I've been pretty much open on my thoughts on him, but if I'm going to be honest, maybe starting to change my opinion a little bit. Do you think this is a purple patch? And are we seeing, I hate to even say this, are we potentially seeing Gakpo play like this towards the end of the season when there's no pressure on, in the same way he did end of last season? And then when there is pressure on, he kind of disappears a little bit. But you can't say he doesn't do the ghosting thing. He does do the ghosting thing.
All right. Quick question. What was Klopp's favoured front three towards the end of this season?
To the end of this season or last season?
Oh, all right. From January to March, April, who was the front three?
Last year?
No, this season. This season.
Oh, this season? I wouldn't say Gakpo's been in the team since January.
This is no. So what my argument is: Salah, Nunez, Diaz. Yeah.
Yeah.
And we've seen enough of them to get fed up with them.
To be fair, Jota, when Jota was fit,
no, Jota stepped in, but what my argument is, Gakpo didn't see pitch time. What was so interesting for me is Gakpo didn't even see pitch time when Luis Diaz went through his personal issues with his family. Gakpo still didn't play as much as he should have, right? Not only that, Gakpo, when he's been given a chance, not at right wing, not at flipping false nine, all of that stuff, Gakpo shows he is, for me, I have to keep it honest, Gakpo gives more production than Luis Diaz. Luis Diaz is just better on the ice.
I hear that. Shout out to Lakers. Are you laughing at ZK as well, Drew?
Yeah.
Because I feel that at the moment. I'm not gonna lie. I feel that at the moment.
I see it, but all jokes aside, I just think Gakpo, Klopp even said it. I've misused Gakpo. I played him in centre midfield. I played him up front. I played him right wing. Gakpo didn't have a certain position, like where Klopp wanted to play a minute. And not only that, Klopp didn't give him the minutes that I feel like he deserved, because other people was able to give up stinkers. And Klopp still didn't give him a chance. He bring on a little cameo. Bruv, Gakpo, in my opinion, is a better footballer than Nunez, and he gives more production than Diaz.
I don't think those two things are in question, though. The thing is with Gakpo is how and when he gives you that production.
Play Gakpo left wing all the time. He cooks and he does more production than Diaz. The thing is, Diaz looks better, like on the eye. Pause. Like Diaz technically.
That's a foul.
That's a foul, bro. But Gakpo will give you more production, bro.
No, you might be right. I still, again, without being shameless, I still would want another left. I wouldn't want Gakpo to be our starting left winger.
I think you're underestimating Gakpo, in my opinion.
No, I hear that. I might be. But like, what for me, when I think of someone like Drift's right, like someone like a Musiala, like Gakpo can't talk to Musiala in my opinion.
No, he can't. But neither can Luis Diaz.
No, of course not. Hence why I want them both upgraded.
All I'm saying is, all right, listen, I've said this from jump when we signed him, so people know I'm not even trying to do the whole, I don't even know, but I said when we signed him, Luis Diaz, for me, end product has always been questionable for his whole career. Everyone had to go at me and said, no, bro, give him a chance. And I understand that he's had injuries and he's had personal issues. I fully understand that. But when I see games like a Man City where you have how many chances, when I see other games where you're missing glaring chances, and that's to all the forwards, yeah, you can't tell me that for all the good that he does, his end product isn't that great when you consider how we play as a team and what we can do.
Do you want to know something?
He can improve, bro. But how much improvement can you get when he's 27 years old?
I think being in a title race and they're constantly being pressure every single week is making fans exaggerate a lot of stuff. all players miss big chances, and
No, of
yes,
course.
yes, Diaz does miss big chances. Of course, he does. But everybody misses big chances. But it's like because Liverpool fell away from the title race, everybody is overly like. I think the Man City game is the only game that people think about when they think about Diaz. They just think we would have beat Man City if he'd have just put those chances away, and then they're just letting it completely cloud their judgment of him across all the other things that he's doing. Like Diaz has got, you know, a little bit of a, oh, bro, how did you miss that in him? But he's a traditional winger, and traditional wingers aren't necessarily that's a bloody goal.
Kwanzaa! What a goal! All right, I called it in the prediction. Shout out to all of you that watched it. I said Liverpool win 3-1. Now let's see if it says that because hopefully we get a fourth.
Yeah, you just
what a goal! Look at Emery, bro. Yeah, I never wanted that guy.
I don't even care what I was talking about. Kwanzaa's just scored an absolute beaut.
Great goal. You see how people want to say De Zerbi can't defend, yeah? I'm just talking about Emery, you know. Just saying.
That's a
at home
header, you know.
Bro, that's amazing.
That's a world-class header. Why are you talking about Emery's ability for his team to defend? You just got to give the credit to the
I didn't even know he's even going to respond to that, you know. I'm just saying, like, this is to the general public. I think
another assist for Harvey Elliott, by the way.
People have this opinion that De Zerbi can't defend, yeah? Aston Villa have better players and they just conceded 3 at home to Liverpool. I'm just saying.
I just want to quickly recap back to the beginning of the season and just let everybody know that it truly isn't my fault if you didn't buy your stocks in Kwanzaa when I said to, because there might not even be any available now.
I mean, kind of copying my whole flow.
No, that's a fair. To be fair, though, Drift. Quick question. You're absolutely right. Who did Watkins breeze past to get the crossing?
He did get past Kwanzaa, but that was because he's got.
So that's a mistake that led to a goal. So all I'm saying is, as great as I think Kwanzaa has been, as great as I think he has been, by the way, there's no having to go at the guy. He's been class. He stepped up way more than I thought he would. We've got to remember the mistake at Man United as well. He's still learning. I don't want us to do the whole. He's the truth. Like, no. What I'm saying is, I don't want us to overhype him. Because I think we've done it in the past.
We just said everybody. I hope everybody got their stocks while
the fan base call him VVQ. I'll leave it there,
bro. Let me VVQ. Let you know about Kwanzaa, yeah. Let me know about.
VVQ.
Yeah, that was. I think that was either me or Cal that gave him that nickname.
That was you, bro.
I'm just saying.
Don't do that.
I'm just saying, fam. Let Kwanzaa be
Don't
Kwanzaa.
do that, bro.
To get to Van Dijk's levels, you got to do the most.
I really went up to the jury and said, it was either me or my brother Cal. I can't remember.
All right. Regardless of whoever it was, you see Kwanzaa, yeah? Kwanzaa is the type of player that he's at a level where it could get worse. Of course it could, but for a defender at 20 years old to already be this good, it's just promising. And you have to just go with a positive. Don't go with a negative. You see the goal today, Matt. Sometimes I don't believe you can always see, because this is this new like world we live in as well. I don't necessarily think you can call what happened for Ollie Watkins' assist a mistake. Sometimes you just got to give the credit to the forward.
No, he gave him too much space.
Open. Oh my goodness me!
What the fuck is up? We defend like school children. Do you know that?
I was about to say something there. We defend like bees. We defend like bees.
Defend like school.
No, we defend like bees, man. Let me remix it. We defend like bees and wasps.
Nah, he's off. He's well off.
Just a swarm. We just swarm.
Oh no, shit! Trent's playing him on, the little fuck.
Trent's playing him on. That's a goal, you know. Wait, we defend like bees, fam, and wasps. Trent's playing him on.
No. These men defend like individuals. They don't defend as a team. They really don't, man. They
Trent,
defend like individuals.
Trent's
He-
attitude has to be checked. He's got to go in the rotation for
See,
midfield.
I'm sorry. I'm seeing someone in the comments say VVD was terrible there. Yeah, bro, that's Trent.
hold on.
Trent can see the line.
Hold on. Lip sync time. Bailey shouting at Watkins. Oh, what you dealing with, brother?
You take man for blood clotted. What to you?
Yo, alright,
Fucking
Bailey
brother.
vexed.
You don't understand me? A real bad man, you know. Somebody tell him.
Him say, Sterling. Sterling.
Do you know why Bailey? Do you know why Bailey's vexed? Bailey's vexed because he's saying, Watkins, I told
He's
you,
offside.
leave it.
He's offside. No, you man quickly. I'm not gonna lie. VAR's on our side. You see that line they played there? I kid you not. Even though it says offside, it actually looked onside.
No. There was a
No,
part of
you
me
man.
thinking that
You man, he actually looked
Watkins
onside.
was
I'm gonna be
leaning
real.
enough that I did think possibly he could be off, but I didn't want to say nothing. But you know what? Bailey's right. You know, Bailey's basically telling Watkins, because you saw Bailey got there and he must have been saying, "Leave it, bruv. You're off. Leave it for me." And Watkins touched it and he didn't need to. That's why Bailey vexed him.
You man, quick, look at this. Tell me, Trent. No, Tom. It's you know what?
Bro, we're talking about centimeters.
No.
That was
I'm
a
just saying. I
jammy-
think
it
we
was a
got
jammy
away with one.
finish as well. Look, he's come on.
Talk no, boy.
Watkins looks shit,
Long time
bro.
me no kill a man, Rasta.
Oh my god.
Nah, oh my good. Nah, they don't want. I'm convinced the Liverpool Football Club does not want me to be happy.
Nah, do you know what? I'm gonna say this shit. This is a bold statement. I think they want Klopp to leave, bro. What is this?
They don't want to see me happy.
What
They want
kind
us
of
broke.
stupid-
They want us miserable. They don't want to see us all the way up.
At least Trent defended well there. He actually sprinted back and he
I
actually
cannot
was the one
believe
who
what I
made the
just
tackle.
watched.
They want us broke. They want us miserable. They don't want us all the way up.
Yeah, we defend like individuals, you man. That's the problem. We don't
We
defend as a
don't
unit.
defend. If you keep on saying we defend like individuals, we just don't defend.
It's true, we don't.
We actually don't defend, bro.
There's no
You know
structure for our defense.
Do you know what?
There's
One thing
none.
I will say though, yeah,
It's just
we had an argument about this earlier. I think it might have been Matt, or maybe it was both of you, because you lot said, I don't know if you disagreed with me or you just said that they shouldn't because they're professional. With nothing to play for, I don't think they give a shit. This isn't them making effort. They're just getting through the game, innit? They don't care, bro.
You say they're not making effort, Drift, but you gotta have effort to score goals, as well as you gotta have an effort.
It's easy
defend.
to make effort in attack though, Matt, because that's fun. That comes naturally.
I get that, but
to hold shape, to defend, to be disciplined, you need to be motivated to do those things. And they're not motivated, bro.
no, do you know what? I understand if you're maybe in a tight. No, do you know what though, Drift? You're basically saying you have to be motivated to defend, but that should just be
do,
natural.
bruv, because
There's
defending
natural
is all
defenders
about
on the pitch,
structure.
though.
Bruv, defending is all about structure, concentration, and just completely making sure you don't miss
Can I ask
a
you a
beat.
question, boys? No disrespect. Have we had a period this season where we've actually been good defensively?
No,
I'm not talking about a game here or there. I'm talking about a
No.
period in the season where we've been good
I can answer
defensively.
that. No, can I tell you why?
I think we played well. You see, around the time when we won the cup, like around like February, I think we were defending well around that time.
I think it was individual brilliance. Here, what I'm gonna say to you. Tell me if you find this alarming or not. You might find it alarming, or you might not find it alarming. Have you not seen the interview with Trent where he speaks about how we play and how Trent was like, "Yeah, Klopp doesn't mind if we turn the ball over."
Yeah. He just wants 4 people in midfield at all times.
Yeah, I'm gonna be honest. As much as
Good ball.
I kind of understand what he means, that's not a way how you win a league. As much as I understand the concept,
Well done.
even I could break
Never,
that down.
never.
I could break that down.
In the Wagwan, bruv. That's a pass back.
Ball.
That's a pass back.
That was a pass back.
Well
Endo?
done. Endo.
Do you get what I'm trying to say? That should never be happening. Like,
You
Sorry,
know
why
what?
is that not a pass back?
I don't know.
Bro, because no one cares.
Imagine the manager said he don't care if we turn the ball over. The manager, yeah, let me.
No, but Matt, you're misconstruing what he means. He means
I'm
he
not.
doesn't mind the players taking the risk
Yeah,
to attack, and he's giving them the freedom to not feel burdened by if they lose the ball, it's a fucked up thing. That's what he means. He
no,
don't mean,
Klopp.
if you give
I
the
see
ball
No,
that.
to
no,
the
no, no.
opposition,
No, but
who
I see
What
that as
cares?
a
Klopp is
problem.
saying is he doesn't
I do see that as a
mind
problem.
taking big risks. If
No,
it
but I
means
don't see
you
it
lose
as a
the ball.
problem because it means that you attack better. And if our forwards had finished their chances, we would be winning the league. We've created so many
But yeah,
chances that
yeah.
if
But
our
defense
forward
is
players had just finished their dinner,
Mhm.
Klopp's system would have worked.
However,
defensively,
you also
defensively,
control the game better if say the manager
but
says, you know what, I understand you want to maybe go for goal. I'm not saying go for the perfect goal, but maybe make it a little bit more. I'll say this year under the new manager, which should be Arnie Slot. I will be surprised if it's not more of a slightly more measured approach. And even though we might not get as many chances, we also won't concede as many chances. So it would also even out a little bit. He's offside.
Yeah, he is.
And he's still
He's,
passed it.
he's offside, ain't he?
I'm not going to lie. Why would you put... You might have
No, I'm
confidence.
all right. No, because the ball
No,
ended up in the back of the net.
pass was a good idea, bro. They had an open goal, bro.
But if
But
you're
I'm
confident,
just
would you
trying to
not bury
figure
that?
out
Though?
who
Am I
was
just going
offside.
For me, that doesn't bother me, Matt. As long as the ball ends up in the back of the
Diaz
net, I don't
could be
care who's
on,
the
you know.
person that puts
Nah,
it
he's
in.
off. He's off.
No, the left back might
He's
have been
off.
playing him on, you know. I think
I
Salah and
Salah's
Elliot have got
done,
to
you know.
move.
Elliot almost got in his way. Salah is done. I'm telling you, Salah just
Guys,
wants a
look
break
at the
from
right
these
back.
man.
Salah.
No,
Nah,
look
he's
at
off.
the left.
Fifth.
Look at the right back. I think he's playing him on, you know.
I think he's off.
I think he's off.
I
Just.
think-
Oh, maybe just.
If you look where his foot is, I think he's. Yeah, I'm gonna say
maybe just off. Yeah, maybe just.
I'm going to hit up some of these supers while they take 15 minutes to determine that this is offside, yeah. Mr. Tibbs09 says, greetings, Karen Drift and Matt as well. That was before you jumped in. I've said it before and I will say it again. Our midfield and defending has lost us this league. I think it's unfair to say that because I also think our forwards have lost us this league as well.
midfield and defending as well. Yeah, I think it's been a mixture.
I think it's
Well,
been,
I think it's just time to say that the team in general messed up and stop wanting to put the blame on one thing. The whole team messed up together.
The whole team has played poorly, but we also can't deny that we've had a trillion chances and none of our strikers was able to kind of take advantage of the situation.
But then at the same time, our defending has been poor. So it's
but
just a
hear what I'm saying.
combination of it all, isn't it?
No, hear what I'm saying. We've capitulated, but I do think in some of those games, whether you capitulated, we've had so many chances that if the strikers would have scored, they would have bailed us out, if that makes sense.
Yeah, agreed.
Yeah,
Max Kellerman
if you look at the number of goals we scored, we have scored a lot of goals this season.
Max Kellerman says serious transfers needed this summer. Yeah, agreed. Also,
150 million war chest they're talking about already, isn't it?
It better be more than 150. Max says, I don't want to watch my team lose. Yeah, hear you on that one, bro.
I hear that as well.
But we're not at the moment. We're winning 3-1.
Kellerman, by the way.
Planner Boy says, don't really care, to be honest, Cal. Oh, come on, Planner Boy, bro. I need you here, man. I need you. We need to win this. Gang and Deep says, mentality monsters died in 2020 when we got to the pinnacle and got complacent from the top of the hierarchy to footballing people to sections of the fan base. Agree with that. Fully agree with that.
Can I just say something on that, though? I think what people need to understand, and this is the reason why Guardiola is the greatest manager of all time for me, Guardiola has done so much in football that now everybody just bases their thesis on him. So we always talk about how much control have you got in the game? That's because Guardiola's just completely become dominant with regards to wanting control of the game. And then when people are saying things like, you know, like the thing that was just come up, just the super chat that just came up, it's like I think we get too obsessed with everything needing to be like perfect. And it's because Guardiola and City are perfect. Do you know most teams towards the end of the season drop points, lose? Gary Neville was speaking about. He said he's won. Gary Neville said he's won 10 titles.
God, Matt, say something now.
However many titles he's won, yeah. And Gary Neville said he doesn't know anything like being able to win 10 games, 15 games in a row at the end of the season. He said, Man City are doing stuff that even Ferguson never used to do. Even Man United used to drop points in the running. Like, we've got so obsessed with trying to keep up with Guardiola that we haven't realized that a lot of what happens is normal. It's just normal, but Guardiola is so good, everybody thinks that that's how football should just be now. It's crazy.
Bruv, McAllister's right there, man.
I think
should have played that time ago, bro.
Times have changed, didn't it? So when Gary Neville saying that, I understand what he's saying, but times have changed. Like, for example, Gary Neville in today's game would just be like a traditional right back, right? And I think he'll be decent. But I do think his lack of athleticism, he might get kicked a few times, right?
Guardiola just changed everything.
No. Times have just changed because we're acting like Guardiola is the only possession-based manager that we've ever seen in history.
But he's the only manager who goes perfect at the end of a season. He's the only manager who truly has control over football matches.
Right.
Like we base everything now on Guardiola and Man City, and we shouldn't do that.
But Guardiola is far from perfect. If Guardiola was perfect, he would have won every single Champions League campaign, and he hasn't. He's not perfect, but in the Premier League, he's what I would say he's a juggernaut. His teams are juggernauts, isn't it? Yeah. And what I'm saying is, like, times move on. It's like, here's the thing: when Gary Neville says statements like that, it's a little bit annoying because it's almost like saying times were never going to change. So I understand what he means because it's like saying,
are we just going to ignore the elephant in the room? Guardiola should be winning. Guardiola should be winning.
When you spend that amount of money.
Not just money.
Forget that for a minute. Forget that. The level of control over a football match that Guardiola's teams have, is not like even when people have control over games. But we're obsessed with it because it's Guardiola. Man City win 15 games in a row and people act like it's normal. It's not normal.
So do we, though. We've done that.
And it wasn't normal, pal. That's why Klopp was up there with Guardiola. It's not normal to win 15 games in a row.
I just think he's raised the level of what's expected.
It's exceptional football to win 15 games in a row.
But unlimited funds backed by state. I understand. I'm not talking about anything from his coaching. You could be an amazing coach.
His coaching phenomenal.
Coach is phenomenal. Like, in fact, Drift, to your point.
Remember what people were saying about Guardiola at the begining of the season? No one's talking about him now.
I spoke on Gonvadia and I was like, how do people rate him? This was about a month ago. I think he's been overlooked because he's played at left back. But going back to Drift's point, I understand what you mean. The levels are just being raised by Pep. He's an amazing coach, but one thing I will say though, Drift, he's the only manager, in my opinion, in world football that's almost had, dare I say, unlimited funds to go and get the pieces that he needs and the ingredients that he needs to cook.
That's not the point we're talking about right now. I'm just talking about style of football and I'm talking about standards. Forget how we got there or whatever. Guardiola has set standards where 90 points is the only way to win the league. That wasn't true before. Like before, you could win the league with 80-something points easy. Majority of the leagues were won with 80-something points. Guardiola comes along, all of a sudden, if you don't get over 90 points, you can't win the league. Everybody's obsessed with being in control.
My argument is, could Guardiola do that with Liverpool? That's my argument. My argument is, can he do that at Liverpool?
If Guardiola was at Liverpool and he had the same funds that Klopp had.
Take away. This is what I'm saying. See, you had to add the funds. Take away the funds. He's at a place where everything is for him.
Away the funds. If Guardiola was Liverpool manager, that would mean he's not Man City manager. We would have done 5 in a row.
No. What I'm saying is this, Drift. If he
Guardiola wins the league wherever he goes, he's the greatest manager in the world.
Bruv. All right, so basically what you're saying is, if Guardiola was at Liverpool and had to deal with these same players here right now, these same players.
No, but if he was at Liverpool, he wouldn't have bought these players. So you can't really look at it that way, can you? He would have bought players to suit his system.
For me, the key is if you're able to get all your ingredients, anybody can cook. Let's keep it about no matter how bad you are.
No, not the way he does, bro. That's disingenuous. Guardiola's a different level, bro. Guardiola's a different level, bro. He's a whole different level.
Pep, because Pep has done a madness. He's done it at Bayern, he's done it at Barca, and he's done it at Man City. I rate him highly. Bro, he's one of the greatest of all time. My only argument to Pep is I would love to see a Pep Guardiola who doesn't have an embarrassment of riches behind him. That's my only argument, you know. That's my only argument against him. because I haven't seen it. That's all it is for me.
Style of football and all the
Oh yes,
stuff
that
that he
goes about
ingrains in players.
saying. That goes about saying.
And that's the
Style
point
of
I'm
football.
making, is that he's changed everybody's opinion on football, that we all think we've got to be as good as Guardiola to be good. And it's like, well, nobody's ever going to be as good as Guardiola, really,
But
because
that's my
he's a
argument, bro.
GOAT.
Because no one can. If a manager had the same
Sorry
resources,
to cut you. Let me go through
Yeah.
the rest of the supers, boys. Let me
Yeah,
go through
yeah.
the rest. 58
Oh,
Go
God.
J 58 says, would you rather City or Arsenal for the title?
City.
Although I think it would probably be better long term for Liverpool if Arsenal won it. And the reason I say that is because if City win it, us as fans and the owners can go and turn around and say, oh, well, they've cheated to get there. They spent more than everyone else. If Arsenal go and win it, there's no excuse from the owners or the fans. None.
You say that, bro, but well done, Joey. If Arsenal win the league this year, what happens is Guardiola says, no, I'm doing that 4 in a row, and he doesn't go anywhere. And Man City go on and win 4 in a row afterwards, and he hangs around longer than he needs to. If City win it, he gets the 4 in a row. There's no more like records really he can break, and he might leave in a year or two.
Yeah, I still think Arsenal winning it this season, by the way.
In my opinion,
Yeah,
City.
so do I, because I think Tottenham or West Ham are going to take points off City.
Yeah, so do I, unfortunately. But what I'm gonna say is, if City win it, I don't think the masses really care. Again, because of what the cloud that hangs over them, and the way how Man City have done it, no one didn't really care. I'll be real with you.
Good save.
What to say? I'll be real with you guys. There's probably more coverage on West Ham winning the Conference League than there was Man City winning the freaking treble. It sounds weird amongst football fans because there was. It's the way how it was done.
Because West Ham was a.
And not only that, Drift.
Bring him back, man.
I don't think Pep has a lot more left in him. I don't think Pep goes. I don't think. Hear what I'm saying? I don't think Pep stays another 4 years.
What if they give him? Because this is the rumors. Man City are going to get. They're going to get Bruno Guimaraes. They're going to get Paqueta, and they're going to get Musiala. Those are the rumors, bro. If those 3 players go City, Pep ain't going nowhere, bro.
I'll be real with you. I'll be shocked if Pep is at City in the next 3 to 4 years. I'll be shocked. That's just me. I'll be shocked. I'll be shocked.
3 to 4 years, possibly, but he's definitely going to be here for another 2, I think.
Yeah, 2. Yeah. But after that, at least we can get rid of him.
No, but if Arsenal win, he might not go. He might be like,
no,
if I'm gonna hang around. I'm actually going to hang around.
I don't think that changes time now because he's got nothing left to prove, regardless. If Arsenal win, there is a bigger issue at hand because it now means, all credit to Arsenal, they would have won the Prem, they would have got over the line, and now they would have had confidence. Their players who are all young will now be able to
continue to grow together,
continue that legacy, well, not legacy, but like try and better what they did this season if they win it, and that will be try and win another league, try and win the Champions League, try and do a double. You don't want that with a team who's younger.
Do you know why? One thing that I think is it could literally go both ways for Arsenal, which is obviously very like an obvious thing to say. But if Arsenal win the league this year, one of the things that I would think about next season for can they win it again would be about everything was perfect this season for them. They had no injuries. They got all the players that thingy that he wanted and all that kind of stuff. What's the chances of them having back-to-back seasons where like they barely have any injuries, like everything is cool for them, whatever? They'll have to go through some adversity at some point, and that's probably why next season would be more difficult for them to. I wouldn't necessarily say if they win it this year, they can go and win it again next year. Because what if Declan Rice gets a 3-month injury next season? All of a sudden, it's like boom, straight away. There's an adversity they didn't have to deal with this year.
I mean, they did lose Timber for pretty much the whole season.
I think
but Timber wasn't an Arsenal player, so
again next season.
Even though he's a good player, you can't miss what you never had. Do you get what I'm saying? It's not like they got used to playing with him and then he got injured. It's like, oh, what are we gonna do? He didn't play for Arsenal, so who knows how good he would have been.
But this ain't an Arsenal team that's like an old team. Like no one's even in their prime yet. Imagine. Like
I understand.
That's why I say you don't want to give them appetite. Remember, Gabriel's like 25, Saliba's like 20, 22, 23. They flip it. I don't even know how old Timber is. Saka's like, how old Saka? 23, 24? How old Saka?
22, I think.
22. You got Martinelli, who's young, who I think has a lot of improvement to do, but he's young. You got flipping Declan Rice, who again is only just 25. Partey's one of the older people there. But they've got a young squad. And what worries me, I'm not even worried, but what I kind of understand is that a team as young as Arsenal, who, if they were to win it this season, people surely can't think that that's a like.
No, I'm not saying that they won't
go
win
away.
anything.
They're here to stay, whether we like it or not.
No, but what you got to remember as well, Matt, is
they're here to stay.
It's also about motivation as well. So remember if you go back to 2018, I know we had an older squad than what they have now, but you would have never thought by 2020 we would have fallen off the way we had, because sometimes motivation is also difficult. So if they do win it, Arteta might struggle to motivate them.
I think it's the opposite. I would rather City lose it and them thinking maybe we can't get over the line. If they win it, bro, I'm gonna be honest. I hate to say it, they'll be one hell of a force. I'll be honest.
Arsenal.
Yeah.
No, I think Arsenal will just be the same as they were this season.
That taste of success.
I don't think they can get much better than they are now. It's one of those things where
it sounds crazy. I know what you're saying. You may be right, but I just think they don't lose to like a Villa or the Fulham one or whatever.
They're not some unstoppable beast. They're just a very good team.
No, they're not unstoppable.
I don't look at this Arsenal team and think in even remotely close to how I used to look at City back in 18, 19, 19, 20. Like, we used to look at that City team and be like, flipping hell, man, this is madness. I look at the Arsenal team and I'm like, oh, they're a very good team, but they're not beast. They're not the type of team I'm like,
no, they're not beast. No, they're not. But if they win, they can be. Remember,
if they win it without being a beast, that's scary in my opinion.
Everyone's story starts somewhere, right?
What can they do apart from getting a number 9 to improve their team?
Bro,
you just said it. Getting a number 9, Timber coming back into the squad, getting another centre midfielder.
Another centre mid, bro. Or
so
even a left winger.
You think that they'll be a better team than City next season?
No,
I'm not saying that.
No, I'm not saying. What I'm saying
they might be.
They're not going away anywhere. And if they were to win this season, I'm gonna say this right now: they are a problem. They're already a problem. We can't sit here and throw. I'm not saying you're throwing shade, but I'm just saying no one can.
Of course, they're a problem. They're a good team. That goes without saying.
No one can throw shade on Arsenal right now when they're handling their business. We haven't, but again, they are ahead in their project. However, what I'm worried about is there's always the start to that saga, and my worry is if they were to win this season, it's the start of their saga, and it'll really piss me off. That's the honest truth.
You could be right. You could be right, but at the same time, a lot of their young players have been rinsed. I don't know. I don't know. We can necessarily look at them and be like, yeah, they're just gonna go on a tear for years. Like Martinelli, Saka, some of these young players, they have been rinsed. Like, who knows what the future holds? But they won't be better than City, though. Next season, they won't be better, like in terms of their actual team. Can they win it? Yeah, but in terms of their team, if you look at the players City are being linked with, they will not be a better team than City next season. They won't.
Stranger things have happened, Drift. Promo says, you man hear about the apparent fight between Mbappe and PSG president. Reports saying screams were heard. Who the F was screaming? Probably Mbappe. The richer guy never usually.
Is that real, though? What? Is that a promo? Is that a real thing?
Taji says can't avoid conceding. It is so bad. Trash. Yeah, I hear that.
You know, we haven't had a clean sheet in our last 10 games.
Surprise. Dean says, Ola gents, we play better with Endo, even when he's not playing well in some games. It's his positioning, movement. He reads the game well too. He does. Want to keep him, but we definitely need a quality.
We need to upgrade an Endo as much as I think. I understand what you're saying, but we need to.
I'll be honest. If we had bought an elite DM or a top class DM, I think we would have won the league. And that is not me shading Endo. I don't think there's a coincidence that Arsenal and Man City are top of the league when they've got the 2 best DMs in the league.
No, I said that in the show we did earlier, Cal. I 100% agree. I said to these lot, if you swap Endo and Rodri, Liverpool win the league. That's all.
Got to lift that a bit more.
And again, it's not being shady to Endo. It's also taken into consideration that it took Endo up until December to get into rhythm. and then his form did drop off around March, April.
Salah's quality, man. I know he does some silly things, but I can't sell Salah yet, man.
The free ball there was so much hard to dink him, but this one is.
Do you know what I want to see Soboslai do in the summer? I just want to see him skin off his head to show me he's serious.
David said
all of this before games.
I was going to say something now, but I thought.
Thanks for the shout out the other week, lads. I appreciate it. Looking forward to the summer transfer shows. Also, it's Kopish doing watch-alongs for the Euros. Oh, I've not even discussed it yet.
I will be.
We'll see.
On my
I'll have to
channel.
wait and see on that one still.
Not every game, because every game is too much, but yeah.
What? Where's the Euros based again? Where is it this year?
Germany, isn't it? I think. Is it Germany?
What's the time difference in Germany?
The games are at 2, 5, and 8, so it's perfect.
Yeah. Oh, is it? Okay. Calm.
Dan J says, does Shane Hill at centre back or DM would cook?
I don't know much about him.
Have I just been catfished here?
I don't know.
I feel like that's not a real person.
Yeah, I don't feel that is a real, but I can't figure out what I'm meant to say.
Yes, Copa America as well.
Why did you say feel like man's talking about Top Boy or something?
Yeah.
I don't know. I thought that's a Top Boy thing. The Shane Hill. Someone in the comments just said the Shane from Top Boy.
Oh, okay. Fair dues.
Maybe either he catfished you or he just means somebody who's about that life.
Maybe if Kano gave him the money, he would, but
I would have given the money. Liar! You're lying!
Easy, boys. Easy.
Oh, you still ain't seen it?
No, don't.
Nah. I can't even be bothered. I can't, bro.
Che says, Dream, Musiala and Elise, Reality, Somerville, and Marmouche. Yeah, that could happen, you know.
I don't know about Marmouche. Don't know about
Marmouche.
I don't know about no.
He plays in Germany. He's Egyptian. Dean
says, the Egyptian forward.
Yeah.
Okay, I've heard about him.
I don't know about him, but I've heard it.
You know. Do you know what I'm hoping with Slot? That because he's not had players in his team at that Trent, or like high class or world class level, I hope he doesn't just see some of these players and automatically just think, they're sick because they're better than what he's had.
What? That's a great book. I hear that.
There you go. Little dink. Soboslai, put it in the box, no man. No, Trent. Good ball, Virgil. Ooh,
hold on.
Dean says, also on statement signings, you're forgetting Edwards and Ward have arguably the best talent IDs, and Slot has a history of great bad management.
I agree with that.
Another thing.
Good.
This is what I'm saying. A lot of questions are going to be answered this summer.
Oh, yeah. But can we be honest? Under the Edwards era, name me a signing that was crap. Like crap.
No, but
I'm not talking about when Klopp took full control, though.
Are we talking about how they ended up, or when we first signed them? Did we? Because
regardless, name me a signing like at the end you were like, this person was crap, bro. Because I know you can say Minamino or whatever, but Naby. I'm saying, huh?
Naby.
You thought it was crap?
Yeah.
Fair play. You thought it was crap?
Do you know what?
Are you saying because of injuries, or crap because of talent, or crap because, like, why are you saying that? That's what I want to know.
Just the overall situation of the player.
But for me, I can sit here and say, it was crap because his injuries were a joke. I can't say crap because of talent. So when I say crap, I would say like he was just not good enough Liverpool level. I've never sat here and thought Naby Keita is not Liverpool level. I've always sat here and gone, is this brother ever going to be staying fit? So what's your argument to that, Carl?
Bit of both. I think at the beginning.
You don't think he's Liverpool level, personally?
Not in his last season. I think we should have sold him.
But we had 8 appearances in last season, you know.
Yeah, that's my point. And those 8 appearances weren't anything to write home about. At the end of the
Oh,
day,
come
we
on,
we hung on to players too long under Klopp, and that's what the issue was.
Go on, Gravs. Lovely feet.
Go, Graf.
There you go.
I'm gonna be honest. I think that's harsh, personally.
Oh,
I think that's harsh because personally, I know people say, "Oh, Naby." What I'm saying is this: Naby Keita, in my opinion, was good enough to play for Liverpool. Injuries hampered him, and not only that, I feel like he was mistreated when he was available. I feel like he could have played a bit more. But
I
I
agree.
understand
I agree
as a
with that.
totality, he would go down as a flop. I'm not, blind to see that.
I
You know what I
slightly
mean?
disagree with that because I don't think he proved that he earned the right to play more than he did. I think people kept saying that because they didn't like Henderson, but I don't actually think Naby ever played well enough to prove he shouldn't be on the bench.
No, in the quad chasing season, he did, Drew.
He had
I'm
some
glad
good
you
games,
said
of
it, and
course
I
he did,
didn't.
but Naby Keita never gave us 4-5 games in a row. There was no consistency with him
Because he never
at
got a
all.
chance, really.
He didn't get a chance, bro.
No, there were times when he did play, but
He
his
wasn't, bro.
performances
Here's the
weren't
thing: what
really
people need
that
to
good.
remember: Henderson and Milner, at times, as well as they grafted, used to pull out some absolute stinkers, yeah. And they would play the next game, and we would be calling for change. No change happened because Klopp always loved these lieutenants. Only kind of towards the end of the reign of Henderson did Klopp start to go, all right, maybe you're not what I thought you was. Oh,
Ref,
that's a foul. Just kick it. You man.
what the hell's going on, man?
Oh, jeez.
You got
Um,
lucky, you know.
Owen says, would you keep the flying fullback style or try to match Arsenal and City with the centre back fullbacks? For example, Ben White, Ake, very beneficial in set pieces. I would like one of each. I'd like
No, I'll be honest with you, look. I don't want it to be because people keep forgetting that Arteta is copying Guardiola because he's a student of Guardiola.
Why
I
would
want
Virgil play there? That's
Nah, Matt,
stupid.
the bad first touch by McAllister.
Why would Virgil?
No, it's a
that
bad
was on
first touch.
that's on McAllister. I
That's on
can't lie.
McAllister, Matt.
That's on McAllister. That was a terrible
No,
touch.
it was
from
a bad
McAllister.
first touch. No, it was a bad first touch. It was. Don't get twisted. Let me see this again.
Nah, but there's nothing wrong with that pass, to
Yeah,
be
it's a
honest.
bad first touch. I can't
That's
lie.
I
It's a
don't
bad
know
first
what
touch.
McAllister's doing, bro.
It's a bad first touch. It's a bad first touch. Here we go.
Do you know what? I'm not even going to call it a bad first touch. I'm going to say he never looked because he didn't know the player
No, it's
was
a bad
there.
first touch. Don't let the ball go away 5 yards.
No, I think he did it on purpose because I don't think he
No,
looked. I don't think he knew there was a player there. Like he never
he's
looked and
playing
saw that
in
there
the
was a player
6,
there.
bro. There's no way he thought I'm gonna trap it and let the ball run. No
Where's
way. If he
Bichette?
does, moving insane.
Where's Bichette?
Oh, here we go.
No, here we go. Here we go. Here we go. This is it. Go on. Play him in. Oof. Nunes, you should have played him in.
Why is Nunes shooting from there?
It was a good effort, but he should have played him in. I find it astonishing he's acting this wild over a game that doesn't mean anything.
No, because, bro, if they get a draw or a win, then they've guaranteed 4th spot.
No, if they get a draw,
No, I think they've already guaranteed
If,
4th
no,
spot.
no. No, if they draw, Spurs can still pick them to 4th.
So, yes.
Oh, can they? Oh, I thought
Bro, this is a big
already...
game for them.
Oh, okay. I thought
massive.
all the places were already cemented.
Yeah, for me, I think Conor Bradley can be our flying right back, and I'd like a defensively strong right back, a centre back type right back as well. I don't want that to be going.
I just want to be traditional and go back to how football was. I want proper fullbacks. I don't need all this copying Guardiola playing centre backs at fullback and all. I just want proper right back. Liverpool were at their best when we had traditional fullbacks that used to play the game the way it should be.
Well played.
I think he was offside. I think he was offside. Good finish, but I think he was offside. Yeah.
Oh,
Just.
he should be able to see that though.
No, not really, bro, because he bent his run there. And I think the pass should have come to him sooner, if I'm being honest. But
He's offside. He's offside more than Inzaghi, bro. Sadiq, big
it's a
up
shame
Sadiq
'cause it was a
says,
good finish.
Amir give the name VVQ and that's super chat. Me that. They took
Is that you,
responsibility.
Sadiq? Yeah.
Man's
Like,
like,
you're getting
Sadiq,
in VVQ.
me that.
Like, you're that.
BC says our problem has also been an over-reliance and favoritism on the same players. City always evolved to new players. We didn't when it was needed. Facts. Planner Boy says, I think it's lazy to say Pep had needed unlimited funds this season.
Wow.
City got as many new
Oh
players.
my gosh!
I still agree with Drift. Yes, it's us. This is what we do.
Oh my days. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, fam. Been the team, bro.
We might lose this
3-1
game.
up, 3-1 up on 8. You know, let me double.
Why are we
check.
playing high line? Why are we
That's-
playing high
Those
line?
are the tactics. Not
No,
drop off.
you gotta be honest. That was jammy as fuck. That
It was
jammy as
jammy,
fuck.
but Joe, it is.
No,
But why are we playing
guys. Come on, guys. There
It's
isn't
jammy,
actually
but
any, there isn't
Drift.
actually anything wrong with our defensive
Drift,
shape there. That's
we've
jammy as
conceded.
fuck.
Drift, we've
Nah.
conceded 2 goals in 3
But
minutes.
Musa Diaby
They
was
scored
running-
on.
No, Drift. Sorry,
Varane-
sorry to cut.
Forget
No,
about
Drift,
the
sorry to
second
cut you.
goal.
Sorry to cut you, Drift. Drift, just really quickly. When you say there's nothing wrong with our defensive structure there, Musa Diaby shouldn't be running at our centre backs unchallenged. That's a
That's the
defensive issue.
midfield. That's not the defense, Cal. That's the
No,
midfield.
no, that's defensive structure, bro.
Transition, bro.
No, I'm talking about the defenders. The defenders there, the line was good.
Transition.
That was just jammy, bro. But yeah, you're right. The midfield shouldn't have let him get through. You're right about that.
Bro, do you know what I don't understand, Jay? This is correct me if I'm wrong, guys. If you are 3-1 up on the 84th
Shouldn't
minute,
it be offside?
is it okay for you to say to your defense to
Why
to
didn't they
drop
show
back
the
a
line
bit
there? And how
and
comes they made
concede a
that
bit of
though?
pitch? Why has everything got to be a high line thing? I don't understand, bro.
Because guys, if you're squeezing from the front, the defense has to follow. The problem is
Drift.
the
No,
forwards
Drift.
and
Hear
the
what I'm saying. I
midfielders
don't know if you hear what I
don't
said,
go
yeah.
down well enough.
Bro,
Drift,
you can do a
84th
mid to low
minute.
block, though.
Can
Drift.
you
can
not?
do a
Can,
mid to low block.
84th minute. It's called game management, bro. I don't understand. You haven't got to play
mid to
high
low
line for
block.
90 minutes.
We brought on fresh players. We should be able to do a mid to low
Why can we
block
not see it
and hit
out?
them on the counter attack.
Look at this.
Oh my goodness!
Why does the manager
me.
play the same football in the 84th minute? Tell the players, guys, be a bit more reserved, take a bit more control.
No, but here's the thing. It's so easy to say that. We're winning 3-1. Just keep
Yeah.
playing the way you're playing. Why change anything?
Drift, if you're winning 3-1, do you know how many
Just keep
managers
playing
say?
the same way,
No,
bro.
Drift,
Why
hear what
do
I'm
you
saying.
change
No,
against you?
Drift, the manager should say, you know what, guys, 3-1 up, 5 minutes left, concede a bit of pitch, play a bit more conservatively. Because you're 3-1 up. At 3-2, bro, I hear you. Bro, how can you do that at 3-1? You're playing the same way like it was 0-0. You're taking risks.
Plus, we've been better than Villa today. Keep playing the way you're playing. If you start changing it, that's when things can start going wrong. This is why Aston Villa didn't beat Man City, because they went defensive and then City scored those goals. If you just keep playing the way, if Gerrard had kept playing the way he was playing, that got Villa 2-0 up at the end of that season, City don't come back, but they sat back, tried to defend the lead, and then that's the reason why City came
No,
back.
but what I'm saying is,
Villa,
if you're 3-1 up,
Villa changed their tactics in this game, Drift. We
how
haven't
could you be
responded.
3-1 up
That
and
was
still
just-
play
that
like
was
you're
just a
0-0 and still
jammy-ass
like
goal.
be mad attacking and be expansive? Here's the thing: we are a very expansive team. You don't
So
have
look,
to be
sorry, Drift,
expansive
look
in
at
the
the difference
84th
right now.
minute.
Look at the difference with Emery, how he's defending right now.
That's what I'm saying, bro. They've made changes, bro.
Dave said, we aren't conceding the next goal. Liverpool are going to come at us potentially. Let's sit deep and hit them on the counter attack.
I understand your point in
Because
terms
they're
of
playing for a draw because they can't believe they're back in the game.
no. But Drift, all I'm saying is, yeah,
We was dominating the ball, was dominating the game,
No, we was Drift. But what I'm
and all of
saying
a sudden
is,
the players are
yeah.
just starting to do dumb shit. That's
No,
not
but what I'm saying is,
tactics,
bro,
it's
could them,
individuals.
maybe I'm looking too much at the manager, right? But let's just say he gave the instructions to let's not be as expansive and not have as many openings. Yeah, let's not do high turnovers like what the manager says he doesn't mind.
Oh my goodness. Oh bloody hell, Allison again.
Bruv, if we would have lost that game, I'm not gonna lie. I think I would just would have went offline. You man wouldn't see me till when the next manager's
No, but
announced.
this is what I'm trying to say to you, lot. Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm not trying to say that the manager isn't culpable at all, but I just
Right.
think it's so easy to just keep pointing at the manager. Is it Klopp's fault that McAllister had that terrible touch? Is it
No,
Klopp's
of
fault
course
that
not.
that ball deflected off of the player Jamley
No,
and
of
went in?
course not.
Is it his fault that Allison made a mistake? Like, come on, man. We everything. Oh, it's Klopp. Oh, the tactics. No, the
But the
players are playing doing
tactics,
dumb
bro.
shit. Players are
Bruv, can
just
we be
doing
real
dumb
though?
shit.
Can we keep it a buck?
Come on,
The
man.
players are listen. I said in the last show we did, it's a bit of both. But what I'm saying to you is this: if the manager stamps his authority and says, "You man, don't be as expansive. We're 3-1 up. Let's try and lock off shop." Bro, it's now 3-3. And I understand we've made mistakes as individual errors. I hear what you're saying, Drip. But
So
bro,
if we sit deep and
we
get
can't be
peppered
this
for
open.
15 minutes,
Pause. We can't be, bro.
if we
Are they gonna
sit
give a
deep for
penalty for that?
15, 20 minutes and
Huh?
get peppered and then they score, then people will say, why did we go so defensive?
They might
They're,
get a
they're gonna
penalty.
give this, aren't they?
That's not a penalty.
No, they're not.
Oh, okay. I thought they were gonna give it.
You must be
Tev says Pep's obsession to win is what separates him. That I fully agree with.
He's obsessed with winning, Pep. I agree with that.
Shout out to Snake Eyes, who's gifted 5 memberships. Big up yourself, Snake Eyes.
Big
If
up,
you're a
bro.
recipient of one of those memberships, please give Snake Eyes a mention, people. Asim Khan says, what do you think of Elise, Isak, and Manu Kone? Oh, if we got Elise, Isak, and Manu Kone, and yeah, sign me up. I'm on board. I'm fully on board with that summer. That'd be phenomenal.
I haven't been paying attention to Kone for a while, so I don't even know how well he's played.
Well, he's better than all of our defensive midfielders, so that's.
But he's not technically a defensive midfielder.
That says a lot in it. Joe says, would we
Ball
have
by
a
Trent. Nunes, look for Salah. Unlucky.
Oh, it's tame Jones, man.
Curtis Jones, fam.
Joe, let's see. Would we have a better season than Arsenal if we won 0? If they won nothing? I wouldn't say we've had a better season, but we can't banter them and they can't banter us. In the same way, if Man United win the FA Cup, I wouldn't say we've had a better season or they've had a better season. We just can't banter each other. It just is what it is.
Oh no, Liverpool have had a better season than Arsenal if they don't win the league, because we only finished a few points apart in the league and we won a trophy.
I know.
Well, it's pretty much simple. Like, if they finish 4 or 5 points ahead of us in the league and we win a trophy and they don't end up with any, I mean, who cares who had the better season? But it is us. We won a trophy.
Amajit says Darwin and Nunes missed 25 big chances created by Salah this season. That's insane.
That's not true. I'm not even trying to be shady to Ahmed. Big up for the super chat. That's not true. There's no way Salah's created 25 big chances. Maybe passes or something, but not literally like what they consider you should have scored that chance. That can't be right. That can't be right.
I hope it's not real.
It can't be right, guys. I doubt Salah's created 25 big chances in the entire season. Never mind just for those two. Come on, think about what that actually means. A big chance it qualifies as a chance that's harder to miss than it is to score. I don't believe that, but if it's true, then fair enough.
Star Dazin says the players are disgraced for this. Honestly, I don't give a F. Yeah, I hear you. Your Gatorial Gamer says people are saying sell Salah. How is this his fault? Salah was not bad this game. Stop scapegoating. I don't think he's been great, but he's not been bad either. Taji says Klopp and Sentiments FC can go now. We need change. Also goes on to say all Ali for captain, Salah and Nunes can go now too. I don't know what Salah's done to deserve to go. I can't lie. ZZ says, take your relationships and leave. Harsh. Ben says, we have no in-game management. I agree with that. Planner Boy says, so drift, they have all been individual errors. At what point managers should manage? At what point should the manager manage individual errors or manage the errors?
A manager can't manage individual errors. He can
He
only
plays
replace
the
the
player,
player
bro.
who's making the
He
individual
plays the
errors.
same players, whether they make mistakes or not.
Well, all of the players have made mistakes. If you go through our squad, there's not one individual that keeps doing it. They've all made mistakes. So how does he change all of them? Kwanzaa did it at Man United. Virgil did it at Arsenal. Like, all the players have made individual mistakes. So what do you do? Trent against Everton, like it's not one player who keeps doing it. It's all the players in different games.
Cam J says defensive structure has been awful for 2 seasons, sadly. Yeah, true. Amajit says drifts. Salah's actually created 20 in the Premier League alone. He might have, Drift. He actually might have.
He has, but that sounds crazy because he's creating chances for everybody, right? But if it's a true stat, it's a true stat. If it's a true stat, then that's mad still.
Josh says this is why Klopp is tired. Half of these are brainless. I mean, if he's calling them brainless, he bought most of these players, if not all of them, right?
He's going in a week, so everyone can stop being so angry as a manager.
3-1 up. We do this. Ride Shotgun says dead rubber game. Chill and enjoy. Klopp one last time.
We got riding shotgun. I genuinely don't understand why everybody's throwing their toes at the pram at a game that means fuck all.
Because some of us don't like losing or drawing when we're winning, bro. It's a mentality, bro.
But when the game doesn't actually mean anything, you don't
so,
have
right,
to
let me ask you a question.
I want to win this game. I'm fuming that we lost. Not look, like it feels
so
like
if that's the case, Drift, why are we talking about? Hold on. If that's the case, why are we talking about Trent's attitude and all those things? If this is a dead rubber game,
because he's been doing it in games that matter.
No, but we're talking about today.
No, but this is a continuation of when he's been doing this for ages. If this was the only game he'd done it in, then I wouldn't be bothered. But he's been doing it in games that matter. There's a difference.
Do you think Pep Guardiola, if you think Pep's the best, do you think Pep lets his players have this sort of attitude then? Or do you think Pep goes into a dead rubber?
Yes, I do. Yes, I do. Because when Liverpool was so far ahead, Man City knew they couldn't catch us. Bernardo Silva actually admitted that they dropped their standards because they knew there was no point anymore. So yes, I do think Guardiola.
And don't you think Pep got into them, man? So that's never happened since.
No, but they've never been in a situation where they needed to drop their thing. But when it did happen,
bro, because they dropped standards, Pep didn't have it. Couple man left, and he said that ain't happening again.
But that's not comparable to a game today when there's nothing to play for.
Sorry, look at Alisson right there. You see Alisson's face, how peed off he looked. That's what I want for my players, bro.
Yeah, nobody should be happy to have let them back in the game. Nobody should be pleased with what happened. But letting it anger you is pointless. That's what I'm saying. There's no point in letting it anger you. The game doesn't mean anything. So why get angry about it?
No, I get what you mean. It might not mean...
Like, you're pissed off for no reason. A win didn't mean anything.
No, do you know why? And that sounds silly, but
a win doesn't mean anything.
Bro, we were 3-1 up, yeah. And I hate what you're saying, because let's say we won the game. After the game, we would have been like, oh, we won the game. But nothing changes. Remember when I was on the conversation you drew, right?
Exactly.
I hear you. But at the same time, bro, I'm so angry that how can you, like, bro, you're 3-1 up. Just see the game out and everyone's blessed. We can't do that. Something as simple as that. Something so basic.
No,
We
I
can't
can
do that.
understand. I can understand that, but at the same
Nah,
time,
man. I don't know why. I'm just no. But you know what it is? Because like you're saying as well, Jim. Here's the thing as well. This is where it gets contradictory. If the players don't care on holiday, that's disrespectful to the manager who's about to leave. Disrespect, no, to the manager as well. But the manager that's giving his all, yeah, taking all his criticism. I favor relationships. I don't want to be the best team. I want us to be the hardest team to beat. I want Liverpool. It means more when we're Liverpool, bro. Like, don't do that to the manager. Don't sell him down the road just because the season's done. Don't do that to my man. He's about to leave in a week. And what you're telling me, you can't just play your best until he's gone. Why about that in pre-season when the new manager does laxity tests and asks you to do X, Y, and Z? You can't do that for my man right there who gave his all. Come on, we as players, I'm gonna be real. If I'm Virgil, I'm speaking to every single one of them and being like, where do you want to play for Liverpool next season? And he has to answer that question as well. Do I want a Liverpool next season? Are you players on it? Come, let's keep it a buck. Come on, bro. The manager's about to leave, and the players can't even give him a farewell.
it's not a good thing that we just let them score the 2 goals. But I'm looking at it logically. You're Villa playing for something. There's something on the line for Villa, as you lot said, yeah, that they need the points, otherwise Tottenham could overtake them. Yeah. So they're actually playing for something. They're at home. And we aren't playing for anything. It's very easy to see where the motivation comes from Aston Villa.
No. Drift. If the game was like
was jammy as fuck, right?
No, but Drift, if the game was like, like if they scored, we scored, we kept to equalizing, then I'd be like, it was one of them dog fights where we went to Villa Park and bro, we was in control they scored in the 85th minute, bro. And then the 88th.
Give me that goal was.
Bro, no. 85th, then the 88th. You're talking about the last one, the jammy one where it deflected. That's the last one.
Look, I can't be asked to argue, man.
It's not even an argument. It's just an opinion. There's nothing to argue about, bro. It's just an opinion. You've got your opinion. I've got mine. All I'm saying is,
I'm not allowed to have my opinion because every time I have my opinion, I get pushback on it. So it's like I can't be asked.
No. I'm giving my opinion. I'm not saying you're wrong. I'm just saying my opinion. Bro. You're like, that's your opinion. You're just saying that's what you believe, which is fine. And I'm saying what I believe is fine.
Wrong, then you wouldn't be questioning me.
Yeah, but we're allowed to question each other.
Questioning you,
but questioning me means that you disagree with me and you think I'm wrong.
See, this is where you went wrong.
Yeah, but
how can you say
that's
question?
Not a bad thing, right?
You're moving like you're Xavier. That's your opinion. It's not gospel, is it?
This is the difference between an opinion and when somebody thinks you're wrong.
Is it an opinion or facts?
If you say something and then the other person says, I kind of think a bit different still, I think it's this. It's like, okay, and you have a conversation. But every time I've said something about why I'm not bothered, you lot keep saying, let me ask you this then. What about with it? It's like I'm getting actually like questioned about myself. I'm not allowed to have my opinion then, am I?
No, you are allowed to have your opinion, but we're allowed to question your opinion.
Yeah,
questioning my opinion means that I'm not allowed my opinion, because when you lot are saying what you're saying, I'm not questioning, going, so what about this then? What about this? Like, all right, that's your opinion then.
Bro, an opinion is not a fact. So if I question your opinion, we're having a discussion. You could question my opinion. You could say, nah, Matt, do you know what? Nah, these people don't care anymore. But it's called a discussion. When you question someone's opinion, it's called a discussion. I'm not saying, Drift, you're wrong, bruv. What you're saying is rubbish. But I'm not saying that. I'm just saying that's your opinion, but here's my opinion. And we agree to disagree. That's it.
The last 15 minutes of that game was pretty much an argument more than a discussion, but it is what it is.
But it's not even, Bob, I don't understand what the argument was. We're having a discussion, bro. I'm lost.
If you don't think that was arguing, then I don't know what arguing is.
Arguing?
Where would we argue?
I'm gonna drift. I'm lost, you know. Arguing
for the last 15 minutes.
But we were going back and forth about opinions, and an argument is we're just almost shouting over each other, not really taking on board what the other
Nah,
person's
that's a
saying.
heated argument. Like you can argue without it being heated. It wasn't heated, yeah, but it was still an argument. Anyway, it is what it is, man. You lot agree, like Matt said, let's agree to disagree. I don't think it matters. I'm not bothered. Their goal was jammy. It is what it is. It is what it is.
I'll be real. I'm lost, but I hear
I'm
what you're
baffled,
saying,
can't lie.
and all I'm saying is we're just having a discussion about an opinion. You think the players are on the island, and I'm like, bro, they should not be on the island. They shouldn't be because there's a manager there, and the manager, you've let the manager down. That's it. I don't know what the argument is. It's a debate. I'm confused, but yeah.
Yeah, I kind of don't know what else to say, man.
Well, we let Liverpool again.
Typical end of the season game, man. That's all it was.
I don't know, man. It's frustrating because, like I said before, the manager's leaving and the players pull up this type of performance. You got to do better than that, in my opinion. You're 3-1 up. This wasn't an Aston Villa that were peppering us. We was in control and we let it go because, in my opinion, we didn't change anything and we was a bit too expansive. You lost control of this game for me, in my opinion. We should have control. 3-1 up. You got to do better.
I agree. But how many times have we said that this season?
All right, cool.
Say that last season.
Well, here's the thing, bro. In my opinion,
did we even have full control of that game at any point?
No, not really.
Not really. I'll go one better. Do we control games better than Man City and Arsenal, who were our rivals during this season? No, and I think that was always our undoing, in my opinion. We don't control games as good as our rivals, unfortunately, and that's why I feel like it really comes back to hurt us.
I don't know what's going on with Liverpool at the moment, man. Well, I do, but it's not going to be fixed anytime soon until the next man comes in. Zizi says, Cal, you mentioned we'd win the league with a world-class DM. We could have won with Endo had Darwin also been able to finish #Darwin out. All right, so here's my rebuttal to that. And everyone knows my stance on Darwin Núñez. When I say things like having a world-class DM, I think automatically people think, oh, well, what if he scored the chances? What if we don't concede chances in games because a DM is controlling the ball, controlling where their midfield is playing, controlling where their attackers are playing? What happens when we're not having to exert so much energy to win a game in the dying minutes because we've defensively been so structured that we've been able to control the game for 80 minutes and be 3 or 4-0 up, where we can afford to take off 3 or 4 top-class players and rest them the last 10 minutes of the game, where statistically you do your worst burnout in the last 15 to 20 minutes of a game because you're exerting the most amount of energy. When I say having a world-class DM, this is the way I liken having a world-class DM. And shout out to Jamie Phillips, because me and him had a little debate on this earlier as well. I liken having a world-class or a top-class DM to having a vaccine or having medicine to cure something. A vaccine, purpose of a vaccine is to give you immunity to something. A DM is there to stop a defensive issue before it gets to the defense or the goalkeeper. The defense and the goalkeeper are medicine. If you're having to take medicine, you already have an infection or you already have something going wrong. If your DM puts out the fire before it gets to the defense and the goalkeeper, the likelihood is you're not going to concede a goal. If it gets to the defense and the goalkeeper, the higher the chance of you conceding a goal. If you concede goals first in games, you're chasing constantly. If you concede goals, even when you're leading, you're still chasing the game. If you have control of the game, your players are running less, exerting less energy. You are controlling the game, controlling the narrative. We haven't done that enough this season. And the main reason is because we have obviously had a load of changes in midfield, but we haven't got that DM that you can sit there on the pitch and go, he's locking up shop right now. And then the rest can follow suit. It's pretty simple, in my opinion.
In layman's
In my
terms,
opinion.
did you basically just say Endo was the paracetamol when really and truly we should have just actually booked an appointment and got that's what you're basically saying, didn't it?
Yeah.
All right.
And I want to make this very clear.
All right. Then you want to know why? Because I was on board that analogy as well. From when we let's not do the whole.
Hold on, man. Let me land real quick. I want to make it very clear as well.
I agree with you.
I'm not blaming this on Endo.
No.
Endo's come in, and in my opinion, Endo's exceeded expectations.
I hear what you're saying, though.
But in the same way, if I turned up and played as a striker for Liverpool and I scored 10 goals, that's not good enough. But I've exceeded expectations because I'm a crap striker. In fact, and I'm not calling Endo crap, by the way, before anyone goes crazy. But Endo, we all sat here and said Endo is not going to win us a Premier League. We sat there and we said that. And we've seen that. But we've also sat there and said Diaz and Nunes and Gakpo ain't going to win us a Premier League either, especially if Jota's injured. And what happened? Jota got injured. Gakpo, Nunes and Diaz didn't step up. They didn't step up. And we can sit there and talk about Salah, and I'm on board with the whole let's talk about Salah as well. But is Salah expected to carry the team throughout the whole season? Because I mean, Haaland, who's the top goal scorer in the league, he fell off for a patch in the season. But you know what his teammates did? They stepped up and said, hey, let me take that burden from you, big man. Flipping Jesus has got 4 goals in the league this season. I don't even think Nketiah's got 3. Saka fell off this season. Martinelli fell off this season. But you know what Trossard said? Big man, I'll step up. Flipping Kai Havertz said, big man, I'll step up. People step up at different points of the season. Salah was stepping up at the beginning of the season. Only one really stepping up. Nunes had his moments as well. But you see when Salah fell off and we're all sitting there going, Salah's whatless, you know. How can man be calling himself world class and he's elite, but he's letting himself down? Where were the other man to step up? Or is Salah meant to do it for 38 games this season? Because that's kind of mad if we think about it. In the same way, Konate fell off. Who stepped up? Kwanzaa. When Robbo and Tsimikas got injured, who stepped up? Joe Gomez. So why is it none of the other attackers stepped up for Salah then? Why
did,
not?
Cal. You're being a bit too disingenuous. While he was injured, they stepped up. When he got back, yes, nobody was playing well when he got back. But when he was injured, all our forwards stepped up. We actually went through it.
They didn't step up for a sustained period. And when the going got tough, they weren't about, bro. They weren't about.
They fell off when the whole team fell off.
But that's my point, bro. If they've all fallen off, they didn't step up, did they?
They did step up when Salah was gone.
For a small portion, bro.
It was 2 months, bro. He was gone for a long time, you know?
could say purple patch, bro. You could say purple patch. I'll tell you why you could say purple patch.
That just sounds like an excuse to not give them credit.
No, they done well, but you could arguably... The reason I say purple patch is Diaz, Nunes, Gakpo are not clinical. No, none of them we say are clinical, are they? So you could say they at that time that was their purple patch. Like how we would criticize maybe Son scoring. Do you guys want to say? You could say, and I'm not saying definitive, you could say it's purple patch. That's devil's advocate, because if you can't sustain your form over longer than 3 to 4 months, that's kind of alarming, because if a football player, if you're supposed to be as good as a goal scorer and you're supposed to be a normal contributor, surely you could do that longer than 3 to 4 months, right? Because Salah's been doing that for Liverpool for how many years? And the time he doesn't do it,
they contributed through Jota.
No,
Gakpo's the only one who didn't. Diaz, Nunes, and
Jota did when he was available. I agreed.
Jota, Diaz, and Nunes contributed throughout the season up until March, early April. They weren't.
Not
I'm
really.
not saying they're amazing
really.
every
I
game,
disagree
but
with
they
Diaz and Nunes, bro.
contributed continuously throughout the season.
I
Not the sort of
disagree.
and here's the
Diaz and
thing, not the
Nunes, in
sort
my
of
opinion,
numbers for the
didn't.
chances we create, Drift. And this is why the GA thing really frustrates me. But I saw GA the other day comparing Nunes to Sadio Mane, you know.
Yeah, you saw me involved in that conversation. I was
I
putting
s-
out that fire real quick.
And here's the thing. This is where the GA shout is just crazy. Because anyone who sits there and goes, well, Nunes has got more GA than Mane ever achieved in a season. All right. So tell me a season that Nunes is better than Mane in it. And the conversation goes quiet. There are games throughout the season when you need to step up. There are moments in the season where you need to step up. GA does not tell the whole story.
I never said GA though.
No,
I
but this is
said
my point,
playing
Drift.
well.
The amount, this is why I'm saying they haven't really stepped up, because of the amount of chances those three got to the conversion rate those three have delivered is pretty poor. And that's what my frustration is with the front line. It's not the fact that they've got a certain amount of GA, it's the fact of the amount of chances they got in comparison to what they actually put in the back of the net was whatless. The amount of times we saw Diaz, all he had to do is make a simple pass to one of the other two on a break, and he can't do that. The amount of times we sit there and go, what, Gakpo's just gone missing today. What, he can't even hold up the ball. He's getting barged about by 5'3" players. The amount of times we sat there and go, Nunes can't time his run. He can't have a first touch and he keeps on missing sitters. It's not good enough throughout a season. So when people just say it's just the forwards, it's just the defense, no, it's a culmination. So if it's a culmination, you got to look above as well. Got to look above as well. Klopp has to take blame. If he doesn't take blame, then who's managing the team? They're all in it together. And it's frustrating. It's bloody frustrating because this season was there for the taking. We should be lifting number 20 this season, and we've bottled it. We've absolutely bottled it.
I still stand on what I said at the beginning of the season. Expectations might change throughout the season, but if nobody believed that the squad was good enough to win the league, I don't know why everyone's so angry when we didn't.
Huh?
If you sat down at the beginning of the season and you knew we weren't good enough to win the league, regardless of whether things change or not, what doesn't change is the quality of the actual players. So
Right.
therefore, if you didn't think they were good enough to win it, then you should understand why we didn't win it. It's like just being angry for the sake of being angry. I can understand the frustration, but it's like it's just being angry for the sake of being angry.
But why aren't we allowed to change expectations then?
All right. If I give you a carrier bag and you don't really think that the carrier bag's strong enough to put big, heavy bottles of water in it, yeah? But you put the bottles of water in, you're trying your thing, and you're 4/5 of the way home, you're like, nah, shit, like, I'm nearly home. Like, it's actually, if it rips just before you get home, you'll be pissed off it's ripped because you can see your yard, but you didn't think you were going to make it that far anyway, right?
Yeah, but my expectations on the journey would have changed, so I'd still be peed off.
Hence, I was
But
going
you
to say
should
expectations
understand
change
why
though,
it
throughout the
happened.
season.
So,
But
all right,
you
so
should understand why it happened.
so in your opinion, then, Drift, what's the reason why we didn't win the league then? Or what's your
Because
opinion?
we're just shy on quality to win the league,
Which
and
areas?
we got
Which areas we
emotionally
shine?
drained because of the situation of our manager leaving.
And which areas? Which areas in the squad are we shy on quality?
Probably one player in every position, as in like midfield, defense, and attack.
But we were told the manager was happy with his squad going into this season.
But
He
that's
wanted
not what
Endo.
we're talking about. We're talking about, was the team good enough? Forget whose fault it is or whatever. Was the team good enough?
But
Everybody actually told me I was weird because I said I think we'll be in a title race. I got told I was being delusional and overly positive. So nobody else agreed with me at that time when we sat down in August or whenever it was and said, would you not think? Everyone was like, boy, we'll be lucky we get top 4, you know? So of course expectations change because you start to get excited, you start to dream a bit and all that stuff. But if nobody believed the team was good enough to win the league at the beginning, you can be upset, but you should understand.
But we do understand, and this is why I'm
I
confused.
don't think anybody understands.
No. I understand. No. Hear what the reason? Right, hear this now. Hear this now. I picked Liverpool to be not first, not second, but most likely third. I also said I don't think we could win a league with the players that we have. We then we then got into a title race because I did feel like we was punching above our weight and we was doing pretty well. But I always knew at some point it was always going to unravel. But the reason why I'm frustrated is because I'm not trying to do this for cap, but this is where I have to agree with Carl because I wasn't happy with the squad we was going in with this season. And I knew at some point it would come back to hurt us, right? And here's the thing. The players that we have at our disposal, I don't think we had enough to get over the line, right? And I'm allowed to be frustrated because you show promise. People are telling me this person's this person's that. All right, cool. Give them a chance. And they haven't fulfilled. So it's not even about, well, you're not allowed to be annoyed, but expectations do change throughout the season as well, though, bro. Because like you were saying before, like no one expected Liverpool to be in a title challenge. Then we was in a title challenge. And you think, do you know what, bro? Keep doing what you're doing. And unfortunately, it didn't happen. We're allowed to criticize players if they don't do what they're supposed to do. And that's just the bare minimum. For example,
I agree with
no, I'm not saying you are. This ain't about you, but I'm not saying this ain't about you, brother. I'm just saying like in general. But even like the whole today, for example, break it down today, right? Just basic, right? Liverpool were 3-1 up and conceded 2 goals in 3 minutes, bro. In my opinion, that had nothing to do. Like all the manager had to do was concede a bit of pitch, bring on another. I don't even know, like bring on Percentage or something,
and keep Endo on.
Keep Endo on. Double pivot, lock off the game on McAllister. Endo, you sit deep, pause, and you man the 2 DMs. Everything else, cool, fine. We played the same way. It's stuff like that. That's frustrated us this season, bro. It hasn't always been. I mean, don't get me wrong. Players have made bad mistakes. Players have been missing. Don't get twisted. But I think it's a mixture of a lot of things, though. And I feel like it's come full circle now because we're seeing the results of our season just fully unravel. And I know we didn't lose today, but it feels like a loss when you're 3-1 up and it's like the 85th minute and you couldn't even not concede 2 goals because that's how bad defensively we've been. And I've been the one preaching, saying, bro, like transitions wise, why are we so crap? Why can't we just get into position when we get countered? And look what happened. It's crazy, bro.
Well, they made a lot of changes. Klopp made changes to give fresh legs to us because they'd made a lot of changes. The players that came on just didn't play well. That can happen, innit?
He moved McAllister into the 6 when we had Endo on the
in pitch. A game where Villa were applying
well,
pressure.
We all sat here and said he wasn't playing well.
What, in today's game? No one said Endo was having a bad game today.
He wasn't playing terribly, but remember, there was a period in the game and everyone's like, Endo, man, and he wasn't playing well.
But that was one time we got turned. McAllister wasn't having a good game.
Yeah, I'm not saying McAllister was having a good game, but there's understanding as to why he took Endo off. He wasn't having a great game, and he wanted to get more energy in midfield. So he's probably
Endo had a better game than McAllister, though.
He's having a better game than McAllister.
You would agree with that, surely, right?
At controlling the game. So if you're talking about trying to see the game out, he probably wants somebody. And unfortunately, McAllister's the one who made the mistake. But if I said to you, McAllister, if you're trying to see a game out, you want more control of the game, right? Endo's giving you no control over a game, but McAllister can give you control over a game. So he's thinking logically, I'll keep the player on who can keep the ball better and use the ball better because we're winning. And I'll bring off the guy who's slower and is more of a liability in that scenario. And I'll bring on
more of a liability. He's better defensively. He's better defensively than McAllister. So how is he a liability?
Because he wasn't having a good game.
McAllister was having a worse game.
No, I don't even think that's true. I think they were both just having the same type of game. I think they were both.
No, even I would say Endo was playing better than Mac. Endo's playing better than Mac. That's why I was kind of confused when he brought Endo. Because here's the thing: if he brought on Bro,
McAllister's played well in the 6th for us as well, right? You know, like we can't just keep on doing that whole. Oh, why is he in the 6th? We got to a point where we realized McAllister's actually good in the 6th. It's just he's better in the 8.
We also sat there and said,
he's
better in the 8 and Endo's better in the 6 than McAllister's.
But the players that were coming on can't play DM. So he would prefer
why bring all those players
on
then?
DM.
So why bring them all on?
Because he needed fresh legs because Villa made changes.
So we needed 4 new players to come on.
Yes, because he made 4 changes. So he's thinking
All right,
they're
quick
bringing on
question.
fresh legs. I
Reg-
need to bring on fresh legs.
Regardless of the players that you brought on, Drift, do you think, in your opinion, we could have tactically changed and even went to two
No, I
sitters?
just think the
So,
players that came on should have played better. I think Jones didn't play well enough when he came on. I don't
but
think
here's
Ramberts played well enough when he
that's why
came
I
on.
slightly I
But
agree
that's
with you.
hindsight. You don't know they're going to come on and play rubbish until they come on and play
No, but-
rubbish.
But bro, to see a game out, remember, Bob, I'm no coach, you know. All I'm saying is Jurgen Klopp, who is supposed to be, and he is, by the way, we're not supposed to be, he is yet. He's an amazing manager, but bro, just put someone to play alongside Endo or Mac. Don't make us so open. I don't understand. Why did he take off the player that was
Didn't
playing
make
better
us
than the
so
other player?
open. The players that came on just didn't play well.
Bro, we kept the same shape playing high line. 85th minute.
And it was working up until then, but the new players didn't get up to speed of the game.
Bro, we got to look up. All right. I hear what you said. It
This
was
is-
working,
this is-
Drift.
this
No,
is
Drift,
another
it was
thing that
work.
people keep
Drift, it was
forgetting.
working, but you can change things when you're trying to see a gamer, even if your
I'm not-
tactics
I'm
are
not-
working.
I'm not saying you can't change things, but if it's working, then you keep it how it is. And at the end of the day, people are forgetting the fact that their third goal was jammy as hell.
No, it was jammy. What was
Who was
Jamie
picking
saying?
up?
The
Who was
second
picking
one.
up?
Late for that shit.
When Diaby picked up the ball in midfield, who was picking him up?
Who was picking up the midfielders before? Nobody really. The midfield wasn't playing that well in general, was it?
But I just asked a simple question: who was picking up Diaby?
Nobody.
All right then.
But nobody was picking up anybody.
Who was picking up Diaby for the
Tielemans when
second
they
goal?
scored their first goal, bruv?
Bro, don't. Isn't that an issue?
Have a good game today.
Isn't it an issue when someone can pick up the ball in the midfield, turn without any pressure, and run at our defense? Isn't that an issue?
Of course, it's an issue.
So who does that fall at the feet of?
All of the players who are playing in midfield that let it happen.
What?
So every time a player does something good for the opposition on the pitch, it's not the Liverpool players' fault for letting it happen. It's Klopp's fault.
I didn't say it was Klopp's fault.
I never said that.
Because everything just keeps on pointing towards the tactics and the substitutions.
No,
which
it's
is
a
basically
combination
saying
of
it's
both.
Klopp's fault.
It's a combination of both.
For me personally, if a player gets to turn in the middle of the pitch, who's playing wide and run our defense, where the fuck are the players?
Where's the tactics to let players know which positions to be in? It goes both ways.
Bro, the tactics are how they were all game. And all game, the tactics weren't let man just be free and run at the team. It's clearly somebody
whose
not
fault's
doing
that
their
then?
job. It's somebody in the midfield not doing their job.
But he
It
took off
can't
the
always
best.
be the tactics fault
All
when an
right.
individual
Someone's not doing
player
their job.
doesn't do his
But
job.
Drift. All me, you, and Cal could sit here and say someone could give us a questionnaire and we do A, B, C choice, right? I can almost guarantee you, Drift. If someone said to us three and we were managing Liverpool, and they said, "Do you want to see out this 3-1 lead?" You got 3 options, Drift. If they just said double pivot, keep things the same, make substitutions, what one are you gonna pick? You're not gonna pick make substitutions, are you? Surely.
Yes, of course you have to do, because if you see them make substitutions, you have to get fresh legs on, because you've got to match their energy. You know, we're forgetting that was Aston Villa's last home game. The game meant more to them. They are a
Bro,
good
surely
team.
it's an A or B thing. Surely.
No, hold on. Aston Villa are a good team. Aston Villa are playing their last home game. The game actually means something points-wise to Aston Villa. And they made tactical changes and substitution. Well, not tactical. They made substitutions to get fresh legs on, new impetus to try and get back into the game. If there and just kept things how it was and it ended up 3-3, everybody would have come in here and gone, why didn't you make any changes? And he's a waste man.
Drift, someone in the chat, let's the chat. They said they made 4 attacking changes, Drift.
Just about
4, and your response is to make subs because, bro, it was A, B, or C, you know, and I was like, bro,
no, you do 2 of the 3. You make substitutions.
No,
and
Drift, don't change the credit. No, but regardless, what I'm trying to say is you should have picked C. No, but Drift, you should have picked C. C is you just make substitutions. A or B was either A or B was to change tactical shape.
So playing 90 minutes with the same players then.
Never
Because you
said
said
that.
don't make subs.
No.
I said
Never said
make
that.
a change.
Matt literally just said don't make changes. You said you wouldn't pick C, right? You wouldn't make changes.
Drift,
So
can I
you
ask you a
finished the
question?
game with the same players
Can I
that
ask you,
started the game then.
can I ask you a question? If Arsenal are playing Villa tonight and they're winning the game 3-1, and Arteta takes off 4 players and brings on 4 attack-minded players and they go and draw the game, what are you saying about Arteta?
By the way, when you lot say 4 attack-minded players, are you lot saying because Gravenberch and Jones came on, we made 4 attacking substitutions? Because you know they're just 8s. That's
No,
not an
no, no, no.
attacking substitution. They're just 8s.
No, Villa, not Liverpool. Someone
We
said
brought- hold on. Are we going to sit here and say that Jones and Gravenberch are more attack-minded than defensive?
Maybe Jones is, but Gravenberch is a box-to-box midfielder. He's an 8.
Bro, just because he's box to box don't mean he's not more attack minded. He's more attack minded than defensively minded.
But he's still an 8 who's coming on like for like in terms of coming on to play 8, replacing a player who's playing 8. So that's not an attacking substitution.
If we
That's
bring
a
on any
like for like
if we bring on
substitution.
any defensive minded players,
Who? Klopp? No, we didn't.
all
He
right.
went like for like, guys. Elliot came off, right? Elliot's more attacking
bro,
than
that's
Jones
the
or
point.
Gravenberch.
If the team that's down, that
No,
are
hold on.
trying to get,
Villa
came
brought
off
on
for
4
Liverpool?
attackers because they're chasing the game.
They're
We brought
chasing-
on 4 attackers for what?
that's what I'm trying to say, bro.
Who came off for Liverpool?
A defensive minded Endo,
Okay.
Elliot, can't remember the other 2.
I'll tell you that.
Gakpo and Diaz.
Gakpo and Diaz. Yeah.
Okay. So Nunes comes on for Gakpo or Diaz. It's like for like. It's an attacking player.
Bruv, we brought on Nunes, Curtis Jones, Soboslai, and Ryan Gravenberch. Did any one of them scream defensive in any shape of the way? You're 3-1 up.
No, but you don't need to go defensive when you're 3-1 up. You play the set. You keep things the same because you're winning the game and you're playing better than the opposition. So keep doing what you're doing.
You wouldn't have brought on. I'm just
You
genuine
don't go
question.
defensive,
Endo
Drift.
wasn't playing great. So
Genuine
him coming off
question.
is neither here nor there.
Genuine. Stefan Bajcetic has only played like 20 minutes, if that, right? Would you have not even brought him on and gone
No, I
to a
wouldn't have
double
brought
pivot?
Bajcetic on, no.
See, this is where me and you differ. Bajcetic has played
Actually,
20
no,
minutes.
I tell you the only
I
reason
would have brought on
Kopish.
Bajcetic to do double pivot, bro, with McAllister. Bro, just solidified the midfield. That's it.
The only
So, Drift, you're telling
substitution
me-
that was stupid was Soboslai. I don't agree
You're
with bringing
telling
on
me
Soboslai.
whenever we're protecting a lead, we should always just replace like for like. So if we bring off an attacker, we should always bring on an attacker.
No, because we were playing well. If you sometimes you could be winning and you're not playing well, and then you've got to change things up. But we were playing well. We were in control of the game at 3-1. At that point, we were definitely in control of the game. Villa did not look like they were going to come back into the game. So we've just gone like for like,
Villa
keep
had
the tactics the
chances.
same, and give energy to the team.
Villa had chances. When it was 3-1, they had chances. They were getting in.
Yeah, but we had chances as well. Did we not?
Yes, but they were still getting in. So why don't we shut up shop when we've got a lead?
So you wanted him to start to be playing deeper and just be about defending rather than attacking then? Is
I
that what
wanted
you
us
mean?
to win the game. So do what you have to do to win the game.
And if the players who'd come on played well, we would have. But because
But it's
Gravenberch and
free.
Jones came on and didn't play well,
5 minutes.
look,
You can't play defensive for 5 minutes.
You can't legislate for a player coming on and not playing well. Only
so you're
hindsight
telling me,
gives you that.
so you're telling me we couldn't have gone 5 at the back for the last 10 minutes
I think
5 at the back when we were playing better than them.
to protect the lead.
I've seen Klopp do that, you know.
And also be, guys.
Yeah.
I can't believe we're having this conversation. Sometimes when you actually go defensive in your mind, you're actually giving away the game because you are no longer thinking about attacking and you're just giving the impetus to the other
I
team.
fully
You're away.
understand what you-
They're
I
the
understand what
home
you're saying.
team. They need the win. Why would we? We've all sat here and said the reason why Liverpool did not win the league when we're doing the quad chasing season is because Gerrard, instead of playing exactly the way they are playing and dominating City, he shit the bed, he brought off the attackers, he brought on defenders,
But
and he
did we
camped.
play into their
You
hands?
sat
That's
back
my
and you
question. Quick
can't
question.
do that.
All right, just so we can move on. Listen, I understand everyone's points, by the way, bro. I understand what you're saying. I actually do. But what I'm saying is, I felt like we played into their hands by keeping everything the same and making like for like changes. I generally feel like Klopp could have maybe made a change, whether he could have maybe kept on Endo, and let's say he brought on someone else. But bro, you see Gravenberch, you could have maybe instructed Gravenberch to play in the pivot with Endo. But what I'm saying is, bro, he kept everything the same. High line, 4-3-3. We're gonna play a high octane football, and if we lose the ball, high turnover, so be it. What I'm saying is the manager maybe could have told the players, play a bit more conservatively. We have a 3-1 lead, and you just got to see it out. That's my argument in a nutshell.
And I understand where you're coming from.
That's my argument in a nutshell, basically.
But do you understand where I'm coming from? Where if you're in control of the game and you're winning 3-1, you keep things the same, because if it's working, don't fix it.
I understand that, but I understand what you're saying. It's just that, in my opinion,
if it's working, don't fix it. It's not like they were peppering us and it was like, whoa, do you know what? We got to change something.
That it doesn't always. All right, so here's what I'm saying. Last thing I'm gonna say. What I'm saying is, what Klopp did was very much a percentage thing, which, in my opinion, we was on the receiving end of that percentage. Because I'll be honest with you, any manager, a Pep, like, bro, you rate Pep highly. Do you really think Pep's gonna, bro? Pep is saying to Kopish, yeah, go stand next to Rodri. You man see out the game. Furthermore, you see how we invert. We ain't even gonna invert no more. But if he's seen out the game, the lock off. You know when the manager says you lock off shot, you just lock up shot.
There's numerous occasions when Pep just keeps playing the same way, bro. There's numerous occasions where he just keeps playing the same way. He doesn't go all defensive at the end. And
in my opinion, I have to say, in this instance, is bad management tactically. Whether you want to say the players or the manager, but tactically wasn't on point.
And that's fine. And I personally look at that and I say that was individual mistakes. It had nothing to do with the tactics. That was individual mistakes.
No, I don't know. I thought the manager.
Their third goal was jammy, and it was individual mistakes. Klopp's tactics didn't make Alisson hit the ball to the Villa player.
No, I understand that.
And all these individual mistakes.
But the tactics didn't also leave us open for Alisson to make a world-class save at the end as well, though.
Tactics are individual mistakes, bro.
Say again?
Is it tactics or individual mistakes? Because for me,
if it happens every single game, if Alisson's having to
talking about today, we're talking about today.
All right, so if Alisson's pulling off worldies virtually every game, and they're very similar type of worldies where someone's one-on-one with the goalkeeper, it's tactics.
I'm just talking about today's game, and that was individual mistakes for me.
All right, let's read for this. Okay.
Gang and Deep says, even though Klopp is elite, he's overrated in my opinion. Ben said we should play with some pride though still.
I agree with that.
The Red Guy 8 says, I was originally going to say our end of season was 50-50 between mentality and burnout. Now I think it's 100% mentality, bottle jobs.
Shocking as well. The manager's leaving. You can't pull out.
DJ Brain says this might be a blessing in disguise. I'm glad some of these players are showing their true colors from now because some of these players need to go. Star Dazing says people sleeping. How awful. People sleeping on how awful Alisson's been since his return. Awful. I don't know about awful. I find crazy. Alisson made one mistake in that game today, where he dwelled onto the ball.
It's mad.
But he made about 2 or 3 top quality saves.
Yeah, it's mad, isn't
it? ZZ says, Drift, honestly, you've been wild today.
And let me ask a question quickly. You don't. No one has to answer it. If it's Klopp and it's the system and it's the tactics and it's not the players, why aren't we going to win the league next year? Because Klopp's going to win the league, and then there'll be a manager that won't be doing what Klopp's doing.
Do you say why aren't we going to win the league next year?
Yeah, why doesn't anybody believe we can win the league next year?
But this season hasn't even finished. We haven't had a summer. Who's saying we can't win the league next season?
We've had this conversation a few times, and nobody said they think we can win the league next season.
But we don't even know what's going to happen in the summer. It's
No,
unlikely to win.
I'm talking about the squad right now. Nobody believes we can win the league next year, and
the
rightly
squad's
so,
gonna
because I don't
change,
think we
bro.
can win the league next year.
Right.
But if
So
everybody thinks the only
you're
reason
saying
why
if
we're
Klopp
playing
came in
badly,
and no changes were made, why aren't we going to win the league next season?
no, the point I'm making is everybody keeps on acting like the reason why we've failed is tactics, substitutions, and pretty much Klopp, right? That's the majority of what people are saying. They're not saying they don't think the players are good enough. They think the system is bad, the tactics are bad, Klopp, whatever. So
Most
if
people
that's
are
the
saying it's a
case,
combination.
so no, it's very heavily leaning on Klopp tactics and substitutions more so than it is the players.
I've seen a
Every
combination.
conversation
Bro,
we
I've
have,
just had a go at the
is
players for
very
not turning up for
heavily
Klopp's final. Yeah,
People
go
have
on,
spoken about Darwin,
yeah, of course,
Diaz.
of course, people point to some individuals, but generally speaking, the premise of the conversation keeps on
Szoboszlai.
leaning very heavily towards tactics, substitutions, and game management, which they all say is on Klopp. Because I keep on hearing drifts, stop making excuses for Klopp. It's Klopp, Klopp's this, Klopp's that, whatever. So it's very heavily leaning towards tactics, substitutions, and everything down that road. Because the whole point of this argument that I've been having with you guys and with the people is I've seen individual errors today why it's 3-2. And everyone's telling me no, it's tactics and management. And that happens all the time. We're always having this argument.
Combination drift.
All the
You said
time.
it's a combination.
Yes,
You're
but very
using
heavily.
tactics. We're not.
But yes or no, are people not leaning way more towards it being tactics than they are individuals?
Bro, I've literally said it's been both. I'll tell you why. The argument started with me saying the players don't give a crap that it's Klopp's last season. You were like, I told you, bro, it's like they're on the island. And I was like, it does seem that way. And it's a horrible way for them to go out. And then I've also mentioned the manager's tactics where I've said he should have improved certain things when he made substitutions. So in my opinion, bro, I think I've made it clear. I think it's been both players and manager.
So you think it's 50-50 right down the middle?
Bruv, players and manager. Manager, some of his tactical tweaks that or change that he's made hasn't made sense. And the players over the season have also made, we misses galore. Salah, Nunez, Diaz, all of them. Manager not also picking the right players at the right time, playing players when they want in form. Joe Gomez at one point being an amazing player and then not playing. Tsimikas just been abolished to the chambers. We don't even know if Tsimikas is still at Liverpool.
All right, man. So
let's
let's go on the premise of what you're saying.
go. We need to move on.
No. But let's just go on the premise you're saying. This is it. So anytime I talk about individuals, do you know what people throw at me? We're still Klopp's fault. He should be playing him. Why is Klopp playing that player? Why is Klopp doing this? Why has Klopp got his favourites? Rare. So all I'm saying is, from where I stand, people are putting 75% on the blame, 70% of the blame on Klopp.
Can we add context to that?
Because
hold on.
I just said it's the 50-50.
There's no need to add context. All right, so should Szoboszlai been starting
not for the question I'm asking. For the question I'm asking, there's no need to add the context because basically,
how can you not add the context, bro? Why was Szoboszlai playing?
No, I just think it's both.
Whenever I say he's an individual, people say, well, it's still Klopp's fault because he shouldn't be playing that individual.
Why was Szoboszlai playing over Elliott? For what reason?
Exactly. It's Klopp's fault.
So whose fault?
Klopp's fault, isn't it? Klopp played him.
So that's the context, bro.
Yeah. So no. But the point is, if you believe if the individual's making the mistakes, it's still on Klopp because he shouldn't be playing him. And if it's and if you push it past that, it's the tactics, which is on Klopp. It's the game management, which is on Klopp. It's 75% on Klopp, then, right?
I'm not saying
yes or no.
I don't believe it is. No,
bro. I'm gonna be real. All jokes, I'm actually, bro. I've literally sat here and said, I don't know that to cow, but bro, I think it's 50-50. I literally just said,
forget about what you think it is, bro. I'm talking about generally speaking, because whenever I have arguments with people about this, when I say it's individuals, they say, but Klopp shouldn't be playing that individual. Klopp's got favourites. Why is Klopp doing this? Why is Klopp doing that? That all I ever hear, regardless of whether it's about the individual or it's about the system, is still Klopp.
Right.
That's all I hear It's all I've been hearing for weeks, for months. So the point I'm making is, if
You've
it's
been
so
hearing that
heavily
though,
Klopp's
because
fault,
you've been neglecting to acknowledge those things. That's why you've been hearing it.
I
Because all
agree with some
you've
of
done
that.
is blame the players. All you've done is blame the players and
No,
say it's
no, no,
individual
no, no.
mistake.
There's definitely been times I've blamed Klopp.
Once in a blue moon drift.
No, no. I said 30% is on Klopp, 70% is on the players.
You've
I've
never
said
said that before. That's
yes, I have,
today's the
bro.
first time you said that.
No, I have definitely. Well, maybe you weren't in that show because I've definitely. Somebody asked me where I put the blame, and I said 30% Klopp, and I said 70% on the players. And everybody, if somebody can go and find that, because people love to get receipts, go get the receipt because I know it's out there. I'm asking the people who constantly tell me that it's Klopp's fault. If Klopp is going, Klopp's the problem. Therefore, the squad's good enough to win the league. Then, isn't it? If Klopp goes and he's no longer there, he's no longer the problem.
Bro, I feel we just got to move on from this
Then
argument.
that means we're good enough to win the league.
Bro, is it? I don't know, man.
You're creating narratives, bro.
I'm just asking questions.
Bro, it sounds like you're. I don't know, bro. Like
I'm
I
just
don't know.
asking questions.
Bro, it sounds like you're plotting stories or something. Bro, me, Cal, literally just sat here and said it's 50-50. And I understand. In fact, to be fair, you're saying it's not me and Cal. You're saying maybe to the people, like in general, that's like, I don't know, like not attacked you, but had a difference in opinion when you blamed the players more so than the manager. But I think what people are basically trying to say is you're right to blame the players, and that's absolutely fine. But I do think there's been some criticism on the manager, which you haven't been willing to acknowledge, and you've gone, it's the players. But only recently have I read. But only recently have I seen you kind of go. It's not recently, but yeah, like the players are on like they're on holiday kind of lifestyle, whatever. Like, and that's where I agree with you. They are, and that's what makes me mad because it's like, bro, the manager hasn't gone anywhere. He's still here, and he's doing all of this when bro. End of the game, my man's doing this. I'm sorry, bro. I'm sorry. And I look at the players like, bro, the players are to blame. They are to blame, but just as well as the manager, it goes hand in hand, in my opinion. I'm not saying it's one or the other. I'm just saying
maybe that's how you, and maybe that is how you feel. But if I'm being honest with you, it doesn't come across like that to me. It comes across to me like you put more blame on Klopp than you do the players. And majority of the people that I speak
that's because you drift. That's because you only buy at us when we speak about Klopp.
What you're saying?
No, it's because I only get kicked whenever I say something positive about Klopp. I never, if I say stuff about the players, everybody's cool with it. But if I say anything about the manager, I get kickback. And it's almost like making excuses if you say anything about Klopp. So for me, generally speaking,
bro.
Most people, like that. Why? Because everybody wants to just pile on and hold on a minute, guys. No, think about it from this point.
When what people are saying are true.
No, but it's not always true. A lot of the time, it's just opinions. A lot of the time, it's just opinions. It's not true, bro. A fact is only something that's tangible. Whether Klopp should have made a change today or should have done this, that's not tangible. That is actually just an opinion. So it's not factual.
All right. So if we conceded first in the majority of games this season, and if I'm not mistaken, we've conceded more. This is one of the highest amount of goals we've conceded this season under Klopp's tenure, or since we've been a great team. Then, I mean, is it not fact if you're criticizing the structure and the setup of the team, if those are the facts that come about from it?
It depends, because there's been a lot of individual mistakes in why we've let those goals in. So yes, you could say Klopp could change something tactically, but then you could also say, well, these players need to just stop having these brain farts and stop doing these dumb things that they're doing that are giving the opposition that. And Klopp's not the one. He can try to motivate people as much as he wants. It's still not him that crosses the white line. Virgil, Robbo, Trent, these men are seasoned. These men should know, be up for it, be on it, be ready from the beginning. The only thing Klopp can do is drop them, but we don't really have enough players to drop Virgil and Trent and all these players. So it's like,
yeah, we have had players to drop those players. Klopp just hasn't wanted to.
You really think that we could have, for a prolonged period of time, to avoid letting in the first goal, dropped Virgil, dropped Trent, dropped like all of these men?
I'll be real with you. I don't think Virgil has done enough this season to be dropped. He's been our best centre back this season.
Exactly, bro.
But
But he's
hold on,
still been part of the defense.
But he dropped Konate, right? So he can do it when he wants to do it.
And
But he
then
picks and
somebody else
chooses who
come
he
in and we
doesn't do.
still make the mistake.
Why
Like,
hasn't
we've
Trent
been
been
letting in
dropped?
the first goal. All
Yeah,
right.
hold on, Jeff. Hold on. You said Trent's attitude has stunk for a while now. Why is Trent still started then?
Because Bradley's injured.
So Gomez can't play right back.
Well, Gomez played left back, didn't he, today?
No, forget about today, because today's just one game. If Trent's attitude has been stinking for, as you said, a long time now, why is Trent continuing to start?
No, not a long time. His attitude's been stinking since the Everton game.
All right. So why has he been starting since then?
Because
Why
Bradley's
weren't he
been
dropped
injured.
after the Everton game? Why weren't he dropped?
I don't know why he wasn't dropped.
Who's
No,
picking him?
he wasn't he? But was
Who's
he not
picking him?
dropped for the West Ham game? Hold on.
No,
Did
he
Trent play in
started
the
that
West
game.
Ham game?
He started that game.
Okay. Yeah, but that's on Klopp. He shouldn't have played him in the next game.
All right then.
I own it when it's on Klopp. But the majority of it isn't on him. And people are acting like the majority of it is on him. We've let in the first goal when we've had a back four of Robbo, Bradley, Kwanzaa, and Virgil. We're still letting the first goal. Then we've had Virgil, Ibu, Gomez at left back, Trent at right back. We're still letting the first goal. Like the Klopp can keep changing the individuals, but it's like you're all making mistakes. It's like all
So
of the
doesn't that
players
say
as
if you're
individuals
changing the
keep making
individual,
mistakes?
if you're changing the individuals, but yet still conceding first, then isn't the structure wrong then? As opposed to it always being individuals.
To a degree, it could be on the structure, yeah.
That's all me and Matt have been saying. We're
But
not
when you
disputing.
watch the
I
game-
can go back and tell you games where players have been at fault for us conceding goals first.
But the
But that
majority
doesn't
of the
mean
time,
it's
it's
all down
individual
to them.
mistakes, though, Cal.
It's
That's the
not
point.
majority.
Majority of the time, if you go back through the season, the majority of the time we've let in the goal, it's an individual mistake. It's not a tactical setup. It's not a structural issue. It's an individual brain fart, and all of a sudden we're losing. It isn't actually tactical. Maybe we'll do it during the summer. Maybe we'll go through it and we'll just have a look. Because I remember every time you're like, why did he just do that? Why did he just do that? We're not sitting there going, it's the way we've been set up today. We're always going, why the fuck did he do that? Yeah, man, what was that? I can't believe he's just done that. It's always an individual issue. But maybe we'll do that during the summer.
RG says, Drift, don't we have pride and respect to play for?
It's difficult to play for pride when you're hired and you're at the end of the season.
Sister Roz says, we don't have a winning mentality for every game. Facts. Foot LFC says, mentality monsters, we should want to win, even if we're playing for a Kit Kat. If we didn't question opinions, footy podcast would be hella boring. Ride Shotgun says, I meant Jurgen Klopp departure should be the focus and not any result. Nah, respectfully, it shouldn't be. It should be the result. Klopp's a secondary in this situation. Liverpool Football Club is the priority here. Like, I'm sorry, the whole narrative of, Klopp this, nah. Klopp gets celebrated when the season's done. He's leaving when the season's finished. When that whistle blows against Wolves, yeah, we celebrate him then. But until then, we win games. This is Liverpool Football Club, not Klopp FC. But the F, man.
Facts.
BC says, if these guys can switch off thinking nothing's on a game, maybe that's something to consider why we've lost games we shouldn't have. Got to be professional. Facts.
No, because a game that means something's different to a game that doesn't mean something.
If you're wearing Liverpool, every game should mean something to you.
Yes, in an ideal world, bro. Yes, but come on, man. We have to be realistic, bro.
How is it?
We
if
have
that's
to
not
be realistic, man. Nobody goes to work every day and they've won it every time.
They bounce then. Get some players in who would actually play.
Guys, you're
game.
trying to, guys, you know what you're doing? You're both trying to, like, what's the word I'd say? Like, you're trying to force your opinions on one another. You just agree to disagree because you but what it is, you both just have different opinions.
There's a
And to
reason
be
they're
fair,
saying they're on the
you
beach.
you both have your
No,
your
no, I
opinion.
agree. I don't have a problem
None
with
of you
now
are wrong
having
when
an opinion.
none of you are wrong because it's like me saying I don't like something, he likes something. Pause. Like it's just that's all it is. That's that. You know what I mean?
There's a reason why
We
when
agree
we
to disagree, guys.
there's a reason why when we're looking at the table and we're trying to figure out who's got the hardest running, we say things like they'll be on the beach, they're in a relegation battle, they're going to be fighting for every ball. Da da da. There's a reason we do that because they're all professionals, and yes, you should idealistically always be on it for every second, but they're still humans, and as humans, we all know when there's nothing really riding on it, it's harder to go ham. It just is like it's just a reality of the world. That's why there's literally a saying they're on the beach. Because once you've got nothing to play for, and they've got the Euros. I told you lot before. These men are thinking about the Euros as well. They're going to get injured when they've got the Euros and the Copa America. You think McAllister's going to go ham and get an injury that means he can't go and represent Argentina in the Copa America? No, he's not, Bob. There's nothing to play for.
For LFC says respect the fans that travelled and paid to watch LFC. Apparently not. It's not necessary. Kai says, so drift by your logic, if Nunes scored a screamer, would it matter?
I'd be happy in a moment, but no, it wouldn't matter overall. Of course it wouldn't, no.
Ty, in the workplace, if you manage a team of people and one or two make regular mistakes, they get disciplined. If a whole team does it, it falls on the manager.
I've been a manager, and I can tell you, sometimes it might look like it's your fault, but it really ain't your fault. Matt, you've been a manager as well. I lie. There's so many times and you can do everything you can as a manager, and you can't control people. It's not a computer game. So
No, I agree with that. You can't control people. I understand that.
So Charlie says, is it not disrespectful to the paying fans to come out and not take league games seriously? Whether it matter or not, this should only have been justified if we had already won the league. Tev says, if Klopp wasn't leaving and Edwards wasn't returning, would you guys be worried for next season? Yeah, I would be.
I'm already worried about next season because I still don't
more
really.
so. More
I don't really trust Edwards at the moment, based on the fact that my man just looks like he's doing friends with benefits. Everybody's coming back like he's just bringing all his man them with him. I'm gonna do a video on this, but yeah, I'm not really sure. I know he's a G and he's a Liverpool legend, but man's just coming in and doing his friends and benefits thing. Like I don't really know what's going on in here, but Edwards has still got a lot to prove to me.
M says Diaz is a roadrunner, final ball non-existent. Shakalaka says 87 days on top, most of the top three. What on loan move would have made in Jan to push for the league position wise? Defensive midfield.
DM fam. Straight. It's a DM thing.
Donovan says the season Leicester won the title, I'm sure there was no expectation for them to win at the start. They got momentum, collected wins, and showed bottle.
But nobody in the Leicester fan base would have said they bottled it or called them failures if they hadn't won the league. That's the difference.
If they lost it from the position of winning, they would have.
I don't think Leicester fans would have called their team bottlers if they hadn't won the league that season.
So Charlie O'Drift, can you list 3 good and 3 bad points about Klopp's tenure at Liverpool?
Yeah, but that can't just be done in a 2-second thing. I'd actually need to think about it. Remind me, Charlie, and I will, but not right now.
For LFC says Dortmund don't expect to win the Champions League at the start of the season. If they're 4-0 up in the final, 20 minutes to go, but then lose 5-4, should they be peed?
Of course, because bro, you just gave an absolutely amazing scenario where they were 4-0 up in the 70th minute.
What about PSG and Barca, fam? But Emery, who was in charge? That's actually ironic. Emery was in charge of.
No, if I'm not mistaken,
innit?
it was 6-3. It was they didn't have a 4-goal lead. I think they had a 3-goal lead.
No, I'm talking about the Barca PSG one, isn't it? The Barca
No,
PSG
that's what I'm
one.
talking about. Wasn't it 6-3 the game? It wasn't.
No,
They didn't have a 4.
No,
No, it's 4-0. They won. PSG won the first game 4-0. Then they
I think
scored
they
a goal
scored-
at the new camp,
Yeah, and then
and then Barca scored six.
Arsenal skip 6 or 5.
Yeah, they won 6-5.
But when they scored the goal at the new camp, Barca had already scored 2 or 3 goals though. They didn't go 5-0 up.
No, they didn't. But they were still ahead, like by
They were
quite.
ahead, but
And,
by
they,
distance.
and they had the goal, and they had the away
And they
goal.
scored the goal at the new camp.
But it wasn't within 20 minutes. That was a whole 90 minutes of football.
But
innit?
my whole argument is like, or the argument, shall I say, is Emery didn't change nothing in them times. He learned, fam. He just kept everything the same and thought, oh, we're winning. And then, to be fair, it was a Neymar masterclass, but yeah, it was Neymar. But
Cam J says subs Endo are only DM against Spurs. We get cooked. Does the exact same tonight and the same result. Klopp's in-game management is the issue, sadly. Pete says we are deep in this too much. It's Klopp's second to last game, and it meant nothing to us. The players weren't on the game, and probably same in training. Streets Approved Tem says if we go defensive and lose, what then? Then we lose. But at least we try and stop it.
we didn't even try. That's the killer.
I don't get this. Do you know what?
People are scared of people. Yeah, let's not
guys,
open up another kind of worms.
No, but history's shown us people wouldn't just go, oh, well, we tried. People would actually be angry we went defensive. There's so much evidence in the past of it actually happening.
Drift. Quick question, and just quick question. You know the Champions League final, yeah? When their man there brought on Serginho and they were going full like gung-ho at one point against us in the Champions League final 2005. If I'm not mistaken, we played a lot more defensively than the Rafa Benitez. And I understand the coach more defensively. But one thing I will say is Rafa Benitez, his attention to detail to try and nullify, and it doesn't always work. My argument can be with Jurgen Klopp. As much as he is a great manager, there are times when I feel like, bro, try and nullify what the opposition is trying to throw at you. Whereas Klopp kind of does the try and go toe for toe all the time. Sometimes it's okay to concede defeat at one thing, but then you try and get someone better at another thing. Does that make sense?
Of course it does. But if you're
That's the one
team,
thing I say about Jurgen at times.
No,
Not
I
all the
agree
time,
with you.
but at times.
I agree with you. But why Jurgen does that is because if you're the better team, fire with fire should mean I win the fight. That's why he does it, because he doesn't. So I agree with you that there are times when he should do it. But if you're the better fighter, there's a reason why the other day when Gaethje was fighting Max, Max was like, come then, because he knew if we have a slugger, I'm going to win this. Would he have lost? Yes, but he's the better one. So he's like, come then. And he did. He knocked him out. Like, there's a reason why, you know what I mean? There's a reason why sometimes you do. Because Max was winning the fight. He was way ahead. It was stupid
but
for
then
him
I
to
could
even
go
get
one
involved
better
in
and
that.
say,
But he knew he was better.
All
And
right,
he got the knockout.
That's a one. That's a one out of 20.
Just quickly. Sorry, just quickly.
No,
But then
come
I
on,
could
bro.
say,
Max always does all out
no.
attack.
But just
Never
quickly.
goes defensive.
But then I
He's
could
always all out
say
attack.
to that argument, Floyd Mayweather, one of the greatest.
Thank you, man.
One of the great. Floyd Mayweather, in my opinion, is one of the best. You want to know why? Because he makes adjustments for any fighter that he comes up against. He knows he's not always the fastest, the strongest. He doesn't always try and go toe to toe and go, rare tear. It's not the macho thing. It's more about you make adjustments to your opponent.
He was a counter puncher, though.
No. But my point is he makes adjustments. Not every fighter does that, and that's where some fighters are good, but they're not exceptional. When you make adjustments, and here's the thing. Pep Guardiola, Drift, you call him one of the best, if not the best ever, yeah? Bro, I'm going to be real. You know when Pep first came to City, to the City that he has now, do you know how much of adjustments that he's made? He inverts, he doesn't invert, play 3 centre-backs, play 4 centre-backs, he'll play the false 9, then next season he plays number 9. He makes adjustments all the time. I'm not trying to say Klopp doesn't, because we've obviously gone from Firmino to Nunes, but what I'm saying is Pep, in my opinion, dare I say, will make those little adjustments that Klopp might not make or might not see. And that's not me degrading the manager. That's just me saying, I don't know if he makes them adjustments that sometimes I want him to make, bro. Like, you know what I mean?
He didn't make any adjustments at Anfield. We just didn't finish our chances.
No,
if individual mistakes are not the manager's fault, then he can't get credit for individual brilliance either.
He doesn't get credit for individual brilliance. You give it to the person who
does.
did.
Of course he does.
No, he doesn't. Well, if Nunes scores a worldie or Salah scores a worldie, we celebrate praise Salah. We don't give the credit to Klopp.
So Klopp in his tenure he's never received praise for bringing Salah to the club and Salah having individual moments. When Mane scored his first goal, everyone was like, "Right, Klopp's done it again. He signed a bad boy." When Coutinho was scoring worldies, everyone was going, "Right, Klopp's turned my man into a machine." Klopp does get praise. This is what I mean, Drift. It's like you only hear the negative about Klopp and you don't hear the positives about him.
No, Cal, he's talking about in the moment. You're talking about if you're doing an assessment overall. In the moment, Coutinho gets the praise. We don't come into the match reaction and start bigging up Klopp for Coutinho scoring a banger. When have we ever done that?
And we do the same when there's an individual mistake. If there's an individual, if Nunes misses a chance, we don't sit there and go, "Can't believe Klopp." We go, "What the hell is Nunes doing?" It goes both ways.
But people will blame Klopp if he brings the player on. So I was going to say that's the only way where Klopp will get the credit. If Klopp makes the substitution and that guy gets the winner, then after praising the goal, you might be like, "And well played, Klopp, for bringing him on." But that's as far as it goes. The same way, if the player makes a mistake, you don't blame Klopp. But if it was Klopp who made the substitution, you'd be like, "I don't know why he made that substitution." Case in point, this game right now, everybody's saying, "Why did Klopp bring these players on?" Because they didn't play well. So it goes both ways in that regard, right? But if someone scores a worldie, when Salah scored that goal against Man City, nobody was praising Klopp. Everyone was praising Salah.
And in the same way, when someone makes a mistake, when Nunes misses a chance or someone makes a defensive mistake, like they get it as well.
No, but he's asking about the individual mistakes not being on the manager. So why should the manager get credit when somebody scores something, does a piece of brilliance? But I don't think the manager gets praise when someone does something brilliant.
If he makes a substitution and they do, I think in the match will praise. But if the player just starts the game and they do something amazing, you're right.
That's exactly what I just said.
Yeah. But again,
the same way he would get the blame for the mistake if he brought the player on. If he brings a player on and that player makes a mistake, they'll blame Klopp for bringing him on.
So in regard to today, do you think today was a mixture, or do you think it just one of the?
The only mistake I think Klopp made in his substitutions was Szoboszlai. I don't know why he brought Szoboszlai on, but I see the logic in all the other 3 substitutions he made.
So in your opinion, you don't think he should have changed like the tactics even slightly to tinker?
No, because we were winning the game and we were comfortable.
10 yards or something and play double pivot, which we have done, by the way.
No, I see the logic in what you're saying.
Game management. Yeah.
I see the logic in what you're saying, but 10 minutes to go, 2-goal lead. Just keep doing what you're doing and see the game out the way we got here. I see the logic in that as well. That's the only point I'm making.
No, I understand what. No. That's fair to say. My only response would be seeing how the season has panned out. The manager would know we are susceptible in recent weeks to conceding late. So that's why I thought he would have been like, you know what, we ain't been on our A game defensively. We need to shut up shop. And every manager, bro, any manager can just shut up shop. Like you don't have to necessarily do low block on part bust. Just drop back a bit, double pivot,
another thing,
play someone next to Endo or McAllister.
Another thing people are forgetting, and Cal will probably disagree with me on this.
I don't know.
Because it's Liverpool over Klopp. But Klopp may never manage again ever. Remember, he said he's not saying no, he'll never come back. But he admitted this is retirement and he'll just see how he feels if he comes out of retirement. He might never manage again ever. So considering these games don't mean anything, he's probably just doing a few like, let me just be a manager for the last ever time. And yeah, come bro, let me bring you on. It's your last game for me. Put your arm around me. Do you know, like, because there's nothing to play for. And you know what? I don't begrudge him doing that. Because if he never manages again, he's earned the right in these last few games that don't mean anything to do what he wants. Obviously,
for
don't
my
do
club.
anything that embarrasses us. But
I'm
what
gonna
he
be
did
real,
today
bro.
wasn't embarrassing.
That's not the right attitude.
I
hear
he brought on some
what you're
players.
saying isn't
They
even
should be
wrong.
better at when they come on.
When I say wrong, what I'm saying is if a manager thinks like that, that's up to him. But if the manager is thinking, well, I might not manage again, so I don't care. That's that. I can't
No,
lie, bro.
not there. Let me just
Right.
do some things that I would usually do while it's so. He's probably thinking, Soboslai, you're never gonna play for me again. Do you know what? Come here, bro. Last couple games, go on. Give me 10 minutes. Like he's just doing a few things because he's never gonna be these players' manager again. There's nothing riding on it. If we're in a cut race, I would totally get you lost
When the
anger.
manager's doing this after the
Nothing
game and
riding
doing
on
this
it.
sorry thing, I don't think he thinks like that. Personally, he's saying
Maybe he
sorry for a
doesn't.
reason.
Maybe he doesn't. But I'm just saying there's a possibility that is it.
But the manager can't be doing that.
Yo, what's good says it's coaching. If you guys haven't noticed, we normally lose impetus after we score. Our field tilt goes lower. Our our inability to control game. Our build up is bad under high press, which helped Villa second half. Gangandeep says drift players and Klopp are both to blame. Issues you have still given Klopp more bly than greater share of the blame for Liverpool's shortcomings.
Facts, because I don't believe he does deserve greater blame. That's just my opinion.
Cam J says, would Rice or Rodri ever been subbed? No. End of.
Because they're twice the player Endo is.
Planner Boy says, why didn't Bradley play? He's in the squad.
Because he's literally just come back from injury.
Ty says, if this was down to individuals, bin all of them. If the manager can't do anything about it, somehow we've collected a whole team of mistake-prone players.
No, mistakes happen all the time. We just super highlight them because we want to win the league.
H says, Galis must love Diaz, brother. Nyam's neck for 2 hours. 4-player FC has no end product. That's one way to end the show. People, we are going to be live for the player ratings. So make sure you head over and join us for that. Final result: Aston Villa 3, Liverpool 3. We obviously stay third. We will stay third until the end of the season. Not the result we wanted, but we are here now and hopefully win the last game. For LFC says, question, I love Klopp, but if Pep was manager of LFC, would we have won more in 9 years if he had the same financial constraints?
Yes, we would have.
I'm going to say no.
I don't think we would have.
Do you know why we would have? Because he wouldn't have had Pep as his adversary. You take Pep out of the equation and Klopp has won double, if not more,
and if you're
of what
putting
he
Klopp
had.
at Man City, then it's crazy what he does.
Yeah, if you do, but that's a totally different scenario. He's just saying if it was just replaced, because if Pep is at Liverpool, there's no Pep at Man City.
And Man City just have anyone but Klopp, basically.
Yeah, I don't know who they are, but they don't have Klopp, but we've got Pep.
Then yeah, we would have.
Wins, but I could literally say you just literally take Pep out of City, and Klopp's won twice as much as he has. So it depends which way you look at it, isn't it?
Indeed. Well, people, make sure you join us in a couple of minutes for the live player rating show. Not the result we wanted, but we didn't lose, I suppose. Hey, catch you in a couple of minutes, people.
Peace.